locally owned Good Karma brand station. Psst, we bout that action. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, yam, pam, 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 jam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm. Stay focused.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And the butt that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Thursday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining me this Thursday, August 15th, 2024. And we got another powerful show for you today. So I'm going to need you to open up your ears, okay? Well, there's a situation that's going on I want to talk about. There's also a message I want to talk about. And there's a slew of things that's going on in the neighborhoods, in the communities that I want to talk about today on the show today. But I just want to give y'all a thought before I get the show started today. I want to give y'all a thought. When we're out in our lives and we're working to improve ourselves, many times we find ourselves in competition with people. Maybe some people we know, maybe some people we don't know. But the idea of competition sometimes get mixed up, because the way when I grew up, competition was when we got our team and then you went against the other team. Like I played football and then I wrestled. And, I did competitive sports. But when I was in practice with my individual teammates, at least in my mind, I was working to get better with them. Like I wasn't competing to be better than them. I was competing that we can be better than them, the people that we were coming up against. So it was my attitude to play and practice hard to make everybody better, so we can get better, so we can win. And I took that attitude along with me throughout life. Like I was always one of those people that I wanted those around me to be at the best level so we can actually compete to win. But I started to realize that some people will say that they're on your team, on your side, but they're actually competing against you because they actually want your position or they want to be you instead of being them. Like they are competing against you and you don't even know you even in competition because you're thinking that we're all working together. So the more I live life, the more I'm able to identify when somebody is actually trying to compete against inside the team against whoever's inside the team. And I think that we have to address that, because how can you win if you're fighting, if there's infighting or there's dissension among the ranks, and then you're going to compete? You're never going to win. You're never going to be at the top of the list. You're never going to rise to where you should be, because there's a lot of infighting, there's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of envy within your team. And everybody wants to be the star. Nobody wants to be the coach. Nobody wants to be the person that's looking at the analytics. Nobody wants to be the person to bring the balls to the field, to Do the floor. Wipe the sweat off the floor to make sure that people can perform. Everybody want to be Mike Jordan. Everybody want to be the GOAT, DJ Brother Z. Every time you look on the internet, I'm the GOAT. The greatest. Greatest of what? I don't know. All I'm saying is stop competition. Stop competing with people that are on your team and try to make them better. Because that's how you ultimately win, is if your team is functioning at all positions at a high level, if you're trying to make it to the top. Now, this is if you're trying to make it. This is if you're really trying to get things done. Now, if you're just out here sitting on the porch, you know what I mean, no plan, I don't know if this conversation for you. But for those who are putting teams together, make sure you surround yourself with people that are working to improve, to be the best person on the team to help the overall victory. We always want to see the championship fight, DJ Brother Z. You know how much work it takes to get to the heavyweight fight? You just can't walk your way in, you know what, I want to fight for the title. I want to fight for the title. Even with WWE, it's fake. You know, I guess when they hit the floor, DJ Brother Z is real. You know, if they falling off the top of them cages, you know, they're doing the chair and ladder matches. I think when they hit the ground, you can't hit the ground soft. But what I'm saying, even in the WWE, it takes a lot of work to get to the top, even if it's fake. But everybody got to be working together to build the crowd up. You got to have the heel. The heel is the bad guy. You got to have a good guy. Everybody got to, even if you're pushing the storyline, everybody got to stick to the script. Almost anything you do will become successful if you got everybody sticking to the plan, working together to become the best person involved to increase the outcome of victory. Stop being in competition and get on a mission. Stop being in competition and get on the mission. See, the mission-driven ideas, they make it to the top because everybody understands what they're there for and what they got to do to make sure that the outcome is the best. And when you're competing against those around you, it's like the crabs in the bucket. Everybody trying to get to the top, pulling. If I could give y'all a message today, and for those who are trying to turn it around or put together people on their team to make it from A to B, make sure that you're building everybody else around you up. Make sure that everybody around you is building you up and making sure that they're the best possible person to be in that position to create an environment to get the best outcome. No matter what you're doing, whether it's business, whether if you're on a basketball team, whether if you just want to organize or advocate in the community, make sure the people that you surround yourself with is willing to make the sacrifice that it takes. That's it. It's simple. It ain't even rocket science. You know what I mean? But what I see is when people see you as competition, they don't give the effort to make it to the top. What they're doing is taking energy away from you. They're competing against you. They're not providing you the best energy or the best platform to stand on. They looking for you to fall off the stage. They looking for you to trip up. They looking for you to have a bad relationship. They're gloating in the fact that you're in stress. They're not helping you, but they're around you. They're actually benefiting from some of your energy. They going to eat your food. You taking them out to eat. You doing all kinds of stuff with these people, and they're subtracting energy from you. That means that they're in competition with you. They're not there to be on the mission with you. And you got to be able to identify that. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Friday Night Lights officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School Championship football. Be sure to tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. as we bring you some of the best gridiron action in the area. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Liberty Engineering, Boyle Frederickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School. This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
So we do have a drug take-back box at Outreach Community Health Centers. So if people have medications at their home that they want to get rid of, they could bring it to our pharmacy and we'll dispose of it for them. Anything that's not being used, anything that's kind of out of date, even antibiotics, any other medications, definitely it's better to safely dispose of it, and definitely don't flush it down the toilet because that puts it back into our drinking water supply. So
why is that a bad thing, Annie? Why do we not want to flush our medication?
Yeah, so it contaminates our drinking water. It contaminates our waterways, so our rivers and lakes don't benefit from all of those medications entering into the water supply. And we don't also enter. We have great drinking water in the city of Milwaukee, but they can only filter out so many of the pharmaceuticals. So as much as we can to reduce the pharmaceutical supply in our drinking water, we'll all be better off.
On Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, I am so excited to talk about the different ways that Erie Insurance can help with our community growth, can provide job opportunities from Erie Insurance Corporate, or with our local agency force. I'm really excited about the education of generational wealth in our Black and brown communities and how we are a part of the communities here locally. There's so much more we can be a part of. Listen to me, Fred Johnson, on Diversity and Excellence, powered by Erie Insurance.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee, Black Talk.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need her, my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership. The blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off. I get off at my feet. By me. By me. By me. The blueprint is by me. Reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need her, my babies.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Yesterday I was at a balloon release with the family of a powerful individual that lost his life. Keon Jackson Malone. He passed away, and one of the stronger people that I've met out here while I'm doing advocacy, just made his way around to everybody. I mean, this man spreaded the love, and he was one of those people that everybody enjoyed his company. He was at a couple of Beyond the Mics with Sherwin, really close, person to me when we talk about dealing with the community. Always, hey, Tory, let's go get something to eat, And I wouldn't go. I don't go eating with everybody because I like to spend my time helping the community. But when he would say, Tory, let's go grab something, or I'm gonna meet you over here, I would go. Or we would meet. Hey, Tory, can you meet me on Keith? And he would pull up, and we would talk about things that he was concerned about. And he was one of those brothers that, you knew that his heart was in the right place. You knew his heart was in the right place. And it's sad. I was at the Atkinson Park where they released the balloons. The family released the balloons. And, it's tough when you lose good people. It's tough. And I think there's something that's going on today from 7 to 8:30 at Atkinson Triangle at 936 West Atkinson. I got a flyer. There's a prayer vigil and community engagement in honor of Keon Jackson Malone. And this is one of the things I say, that your legacy will supersede you. What the time you spend on this earth is not long. So most people will remember what you were able to contribute to society. And Keon was definitely somebody that contributed to the city of Milwaukee and helped this community. And he was a voice. He was somebody that was on the radio. He had the Man Show. I've been on the show many times, before he even had the Man Show. I already saw that, God would use him to be a voice, to help people's voices be heard. Before that even happened, we had a conversation. He used to always tell me, Tory always said what happened. I told him that before he even got on the radio, because I understood the energy that was coming from this young man. And now he's gone. And my condolences to the family. There are funeral arrangements out here. Yesterday they announced the funeral arrangements, and I'll pull that up for y'all to be exact. I'm going to try to be exact as I can with the funeral arrangements, but I know there is an event tonight. There is an event tonight at Atkinson Park near 8th in Atkinson. Also, there's funeral arrangements for Keon Jackson Malone. It's Friday, August 23rd, 2024, Embassy Center, MKE, 3725 North Sherman Boulevard. Viewing 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. service at 11 a.m. Once again, we all are here for a certain amount of time, but what people will remember is your legacy. What did you leave behind? What did you do? Did you contribute to society in a positive way? And Keon most definitely did. He most definitely did. There's no words that can explain how he's going to be missed in this community. And he was working on a recall. He was helping out with the recall. And the day that they was handing in the signatures, he had passed. So he passed away trying to help the community, trying to help better, trying to make a difference. And I can only salute him for all his efforts and energy. Like I said, right now the community has experienced a tragic loss. Condolences to his family, his friends, and the community, people that he have touched, that he helped. Even us as advocates, when he would give us words of encouragement, he was very supportive of us, what we were doing. A good brother. A really good brother. Hey, DJ Brother Z, like I said, when you lose somebody like Keon, the community will feel that absence. Trust me. Like, even if y'all don't know him, he was working to make things better for you and your family. So you may not know him. Trust me. That energy, hopefully it moves on into the community, encourages others to inspire others. His efforts inspire others to do their part. But it's a hole in our community right now because this brother was definitely moving in the betterment of the black community. And that's powerful. That's powerful. And I always tell him I love him. Every time I seen him, I told him I love him. I always told him I love him. I thank him for what he's doing and keep up the great work. And we would always laugh because we didn't have to talk all the time because we was always running and working. He was doing everything. Every time I looked up, he was somewhere with a different group doing this, doing that, 414 Life, having people on the radio. He would pop up at the parks. He was up at Atkinson Park all the time. He had his world. He was doing his thing. And he will definitely be missed. Definitely be missed. Legacy is important. Legacy is important, Truth Nation. That's why I urge people to be about that action. Be about that action because you never know when we're going to not be here. And I saw a post. Where they said, we're all in line. Everybody is in line to leave this place. Some people are a little bit further up front in the line. Some people are a little bit further in back of the line. But one day, we're all going to make it to the front. And we're going to leave this place. That's why it's important to contribute to making society a better place. If everybody do a little, don't nobody really got to do a lot. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have a pop culture report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You hit the library. Shh, hard. And keep your eyes on the prize. Also, one day you can earn that bachelor's. Finishing what you start where you want, that's worth working for. And here is how you get there. Here at MATC, where smart programs prep you for next-level challenges. Earning your bachelor's can start right away. And graduation is just the beginning. Here's to an education that takes you farther. Here's how you get there. Here at matc.edu/get there.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at wipga.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
I want to stress the importance of a positive mindset. Everything begins as a thought before it ever becomes an action. So it's extremely important to purposely place yourself in positive spaces to help shape and nurture those thoughts. I know you're probably thinking, okay, Telly, let's be realistic. Look, I get it. You may work with people with bad energy, or you may even be related to people who are negative by nature. In this journey called life, there will be many things that come your way that's out of your control. But what you can control is how you respond. Understand this. You have the right to either tap in or tap out of whatever energy that may come your way. And that's how you can control and protect your positive spaces. The mind is where it all starts, and if your thoughts are centered around positivity, you'll see how things begin to transform. you will see a noticeable difference between things happening for you versus things always happening to you. You begin to grow through situations as opposed to just going through tough situations. Make it a priority to surround yourself with positive people and create those positive spaces and begin to experience the fruits of what a positive mindset can produce. Trust me, it takes work to creating these spaces, and you have to be intentional about it. And I'm committed to putting in the work because I'm living proof that it's well worth the peace a positive mindset brings.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snime. After losing 3 straight games, the Milwaukee Brewers finally got a bounce-back win against the Dodgers last night thanks to some timely hitting from their rookie.
Phillips steals. Line drive, shallow right, sinking fast, base hit. Betts drops the baseball. Here comes Ortiz. The Brewers have the lead.
Jackson Chourio with the RBI in the 7th inning last night, and with that victory and the Cardinals loss, the Brewers lead in the NL Central now sits at 8.5 games. Over to the NFL, where the Green Bay Packers are hitting the road today out to the Mile High City. The team will join the Broncos in Denver for a joint practice on Friday ahead of their preseason matchup on Sunday. Head coach Matt LaFleur saying the team won't do a lot of one-on-ones in order to avoid those in-camp fights.
I think a lot of times that's where it starts to get escalated and a lot of trash talk.
This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice. Juice World. Hey.
Yeah, I was keeping it just to y'all.
What's happening then?
What's happening?
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on out here in these rainy pop culture streets?
Benjamin's back.
Benjamin back in the building.
Thank you.
You made it back safe.
Bro, thank God. Thank God. I made it back safe. I have risen, okay? I was out with the COVID, all right? And I have to let people know it's going around, man. It's going up, all right? Yeah.
Coronavirus!
Yeah. It's your boy Benjamin, but I just want to make certain that everybody is doing their due diligence to make certain they're keeping their hands clean. They aren't out there sneezing on people or coughing on people because that stuff is bad.
Well, I'm happy that was all you had because they saying that there's a new global health emergency.
I told y'all
with
this 2 years ago.
monkeypox.
I told y'all this.
They was gonna try to scare everybody with the monkeypox.
I told y'all, man.
It's always something, isn't it?
Especially around election time.
It's actually very funny that they do it around election
Always
time.
around election time. So there's a new global health emergency. I guess they're saying the monkeypox. There's an outbreak, and they're trying to stop saying that it might spread. The World Health Organization declared Wednesday that the increased spread of monkeypox in Africa is a global health emergency, warning the virus might ultimately spill across international borders.
Is that what you had, Benjamin?
Oh, come on now. Don't play with me.
You just spoke it into existence.
Hey, well, we had this show 2 years ago, Tory. We were talking about monkeypox. What would you do if you caught monkeypox? The only thing that I have a question about when it comes down to monkeypox becoming a global pandemic all over again is that right now it seems to me or sounds to me that it's just at the epidemic stage. Because they say it's just in Africa right now.
Well,
they're having such an outbreak.
They're saying that so far more than 96% of all cases and deaths are in a single country, Congo.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
When you hear stuff like this, like in your own personal minds, do you kind of panic a little bit? Because I remember when coronavirus was first starting to become a thing, and we didn't really know. We were just hearing remnants of like people getting sick, and we didn't know what it was. I don't think we took it seriously, right? We were just like, oh, it's just another thing until everything started shutting down.
Then they freaked out. They went from not taking it serious to overdoing it.
Exactly. So when you hear something like this, is it in your mind like, oh, this is just something that's just going on over there? Do you think it's a lie? Do you think it's just for the election, or do you actually take it serious?
Well, I'll say this. I'm not going to be fear-mongered into anything. First of all, I'll do my research, and like being said, if you're watching the numbers, you're watching what's going on, it's mostly in the Congo. And if it's a health emergency, like I said, and I think that COVID was like something that felt like a common cold with a little bit of aches, and a lot more aches and pains. Ugh. But monkeypox is actually, you can see it, right?
Yeah. Somebody's going to come up to you with the bumpy face,
right?
Bumpy hands. All right,
bump.
The bump, all that good stuff. And if they do approach Benjamin, that's when I'll start taking it serious. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
It need to happen to somebody first here in America before I start being like, oh my God.
Because I remember when
put your mask on.
This was like a while back, like maybe 10 years ago or something like that. It was something that they was talking about, the Ebola.
Ebola.
Like Ebola was supposed to be, taking over, and then
swine flu.
Everybody started doing their research, and the internet spoiled it because they was trying to do it how they used to do it through the mass media. But once social media got a hold to it and people started breaking it down, they started like showing that people had the cure patent, and like they was breaking down like people had patents out on some of these new viruses that's coming on. They have the medical patent. Like it's all a business now. Like they exposed that. And the same thing that happened with COVID. A lot of people made a lot of money off COVID. A lot of people. And then to come back around and say that the shot didn't even, I
don't know.
I'm not going to get swept up in no marketing strategy.
I'm not going to lie, though. I know for a fact that they do use fear-mongering to make us make choices that they feel are better for the economy. Mm-hmm. That's what ends up happening. So they need to put up some kind of fear marketing campaign so you fall into the
fall in line.
Yeah, fall in line. Because, like, again, for this whole monkeypox thing to go, it's a global pandemic now. It's just in the Congos. It's just in the Congo right now. And you know what? God bless those people. Don't nobody need to be walking around with no bumpy face like that. All right? Like, and I don't want you to die from no monkeypox either.
Right.
However, is it so serious and so severe that I have to worry about it? How many miles? We're about 5,000 miles away from the Congos right now. You think I give a damn about some monkeypox right now?
Not yet.
I just recovered from COVID.
And that is something that should be talked about a little bit more, because the cases are running rampant right now, and it's very high again in America. So maybe
is this a different strain or something like that?
Focus on
it's different, Tory. It's different.
It like mutates.
This is not
stuff.
that 2020. And you know what? This brings up about. Okay, look. I swear to God. Wait, this is Thursday. I take people down the rabbit hole a little bit.
Hold on. Did you take a test that say that it was over with, or you just felt better?
Huh?
He said, I know my body juice.
Yeah, did you? Because they used to make you take the test. Now you wait. How did you judge this?
He said he know his body, Tory.
Hey,
he tried to hop on my case yesterday.
Well, if the station shut down next week, y'all know what happened.
Everybody doing their show from the crib.
Big Band Barbecue is canceled. Hey. Everybody up in here is getting infected.
But I took my test this morning, man. I couldn't come and risk y'all and then True Family Fest happening this weekend. Come on now.
I know, hey.
You know, yeah. No, but I was really thinking about this, though, seriously. So this is just a rabbit hole idea I thought of. And I remember, because, we talk about the migrant crisis all the time, and one of the biggest demographics people don't talk about that's entering in the United States currently right now is Chinese legal immigrants are actually crossing the border at the southern border from Mexico into California. That's actually happening right now currently. They were one of those people were being interviewed, and they went on to go say, the interviewer asked them, like, hey, is China planning to do anything big here in America, like take down America? And they go on to say, look, China understood a long time ago that we don't have sufficient war power to actually take over America. We could never take over America just by coming through bombing them. What we could do is a slow process to eradicate Americans and all these other things to take down America.
From the inside.
From the inside out. That's how they would go about doing it.
Creating cells.
Yeah, so I thought about it. Yeah, and I thought about it, and I was like, bro, what if the coronavirus was just that? You know, because we do know that coronavirus is still here, okay, and it's only mutated and got stronger. Look, 2020, your boy Benjamin, I ain't catching nothing like that, okay? I ain't catching no COVID, although it was running rampant. 2021 came through, 2022 came through, 2023 came through, 2024, I got it. And this stuff is terrible.
I wonder, do the people that initially took the shot, when they said it was going to, like, be the cure?
Yeah.
I'm talking about when it first happened. I wonder how they feel about going through all of that and then having it to be, or have they moved on? Have you just said, okay, you know.
Juice, how do you feel?
Well, what do you mean by cure?
You know, they said it was supposed to help.
Yeah, I think it wasn't going to stop people from necessarily getting it. But
it was supposed to make it not as bad.
Yeah, it was supposed to kind of, at the time, help with the symptoms, and so people wouldn't actually die. So you could still get it if you got the shot.
Right.
You just wouldn't die from it necessarily.
And they said that being immunized, like Aaron Rodgers, if let your immune system handle it, it's a better effect than the shot.
Well, I had got it.
I mean, and that's what they saying.
I ended up getting the shot. I got I honestly don't even remember.
Johnson & Johnson?
I think I did.
You did. I remember.
Did I get that one? Yep. Is that the one?
And one hitter quitter.
Yeah, the one hitter quitter. I got the one hitter quitter because I said I ain't coming back.
The one right up to the church.
The one that they gave out in the church.
At the church. That's where you
No, I didn't go to the church.
I could have you went to the church. No,
I didn't go to no church. I went to
the beauty shop.
No.
While you was getting your hair done, you could get the shot.
It was somewhere where they had all the nurses giving it out. It was a safe
go
place,
get your fade and get stuck.
It was a safe place. It was a safe place. But luckily, I didn't have any terrible symptoms when I had COVID, because I had COVID before I even had the shot. So, but mine wasn't that bad. Mine was not that bad. I didn't have the no taste and no scent, no smell, all that good stuff. I didn't have all of that. The only thing I had was like the chills, maybe a headache, body aches, that type of thing. I know Corey had it. He couldn't taste nothing and barely smell.
What if this does turn into another pandemic? Do y'all think like America can handle another pandemic?
Well, I mean, I think some people will be excited for a stimulus check because it seems as though that's all people care about anyway. Thinking certain.
Well, if they shutting everything down, how you going to keep going? If they shutting all the businesses down,
you know,
I'm just saying. I'm talking about just going? You know how they say you couldn't leave the house. How you going to do anything if you can't go anywhere? Unless they give you a stimulus check.
I mean, I think we kind of figured it out a little bit as far as
how you making money.
Social media.
Oh, being influencer?
Listen, everybody started hopping on the YouTube train, the TikTok train, the OnlyFans train.
Cryptocurrency was going crazy.
People was making different
selling crypto.
Like selling, what would you call it? Like courses, like online courses.
People was selling masks.
You gotta be creative.
People was putting brands on the mask.
You gotta be creative.
I know a girl down in Racine. I grew up with. I forget her name, but she ended up making $120,000 monthly off through the COVID pandemic. Cause I got your thesis.
Yeah, because
you got to put.
I'm trying to figure out how did she do it.
She sold nurse headbands, saying like nurses were heroes, and she made a website for it, and those bands just pop.
Oh, okay.
I think people should think to invest in AI. You can do a lot with AI. Like Benjamin made a whole book using AI, and he sells it on Amazon.
Yes, I do.
You know, so I would say maybe.
What's the residual?
We can talk about that later.
I think people should start if we were to have another situation like that, people should lean into how they can have like an Etsy business or how they can do like e-commerce on Amazon and things like that, like as a side hustle, because people are making a lot of money, like millions of dollars selling things on Amazon.
Well, I'll tell you this. If you're gonna post on social media, you might as well get paid.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so every social media outlet has a way to monetize. So even if you're posting regular things, if you put it in a certain way to where you're getting views from it and you can make something, work, formula work, you can get paid from posting.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with that idea.
Well,
which is crazy.
You just told people that you can make money like that.
No. I'm talking about.
I'm
talking about every single time, and this will be like a longer conversation.
Flooding people timelines and stuff like that.
But I feel like with the advancement of social media and people being able to make money off of socials, sometimes I feel like that's what made the world way less authentic and way less just openly transparent and just real. Because I remember when Instagram first started, we didn't care about that type of stuff. I was posting pictures of my food that looked regular and just regular outside photos of the sky, not caring about who wanted to see what I was doing. But I feel like now everyone does want to be an influencer. Everybody does want to create so they can make money, and it just doesn't feel real. So while I do think it can definitely be a way you make money, I would hate if everyone just became
influencers,
not authentic with the content they were putting out.
Well, I'll say this. What I don't like is that in a world of noise, it just got noisier.
Yeah.
So it's way more noise now. And I was telling somebody the other day, I was making a reference that it don't matter how you think, there's a post about it to reinforce what you think. So if you think one thing and say, let's say you don't believe in like relationships 50-50 or 100%.
That's all
if you believe in 50-50, it's a whole bunch of people talking about that. If you believe in 100%, it's a whole bunch of people talking about that.
There's a niche for everything.
Right.
You know?
And people will find those veins, those nerves, and now they'll just make content even though they may not believe in that. They know that people are paying attention to that.
Yeah.
And so they'll just find out the most alarming way to present that to get above the noise to make money.
That's what I see on Facebook all the time. People can get paid from Facebook now based on, I think, the view count of your statuses and likes and comments and all that stuff on Facebook. People are posting about anything that has nothing to do with nothing, even if they don't think it's true, but because they know it's going to get a reaction out of people, they just going to go ahead and post it. Like, that is a real thing. Yeah. And that's the part that I don't like about social media. But if you want to make money off of it, like an e-commerce, like Amazon or something like that, like, so be it. If you want to be an influencer and you actually are passionate about being an influencer, so be it, as long as you're remaining authentic in that.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. If you can rise above the noise, above as much noise, because I can scroll right now and get like 20 different messages from 20 different people, and you may agree with all the messages. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like now it's just we're oversaturated with words.
With everything, with content.
But we don't have enough action on the ground. Like, when I get out here in the community, instead of it being 50,000 people trying to, get out here and influence that way, the number gets smaller. Mm-hmm. But online is great, but when you get in person, get in person, it's very small.
That's very true too.
I think that's what artists are finding out, right? They got
I'm so glad it's being exposed.
Yeah, they got millions of people listening to them monthly or whatever on Spotify, but when it comes down to the actual, can you put a butt in the seat?
Right.
They're not real artists. They just care about the stream.
And sometimes I think it can do some good for, like, if you're using social media for marketing, it works.
Yeah.
But you got to have some action on the ground for that to actually be a well-rounded idea. Some people are so imbalanced with social media that when it comes to real life and they say, hey, I'm finna do this concert over here, and 3 people show up and they all know each other, they're like, why didn't that translate into
actual real people?
Yes. Mm-hmm. It many times it don't. Hey.
You gotta save that.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report with Ben Jammy.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What up, Truth Nation? August is Black Business Month, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth is teaming up with Associated Bank to celebrate the excellence of Black-owned businesses in our community. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black businesses. This is why we want you to go to blackbusinessgiveback.com right now to sign up to get 3 months of free advertising on The Truth. Truth Nation, we encourage you to buy Black all month long. Whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member FDIC.
When you work in early childhood education, you know the value of a good head start. And an early childhood educator apprenticeship offers just that to future educators and employers alike. Early childhood educator apprenticeships combine on-the-job training with related instruction that can be completed in 2 years with little to no student debt. Apprentices earn an income and the qualifications to excel in a center, opening a future of possibilities. And employer benefits too, gaining a trained employee they know and trust with qualifications to support another classroom, meaning more classrooms for more kids and more opportunity for your business. Get connected with an apprenticeship training representative to create an apprenticeship program tailored to your business. Put the future in good hands. Learn more about early childhood educator apprenticeships at wisconsinapprenticeship.org. This project is being supported in whole or in part by a grant awarded to the Department of Workforce Development by the U.S. Department of Labor.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Ascension, care is more than a word. Care is serving patients, standing with them in their time of need, and showing compassion when they're at their most vulnerable. At Ascension, care is listening and delivering personalized plans from a team of specialists, providing leading-edge treatments at every step. At Ascension, care is more than a word. It's a calling. Make your next appointment today by visiting GetAscensionWisconsinCare.com.
Saving energy and money is easier than you think. Here are 2 simple things you can do to reduce your energy use and lower your energy bill. Use thermal curtains to reduce each room's energy loss by up to 25%, and make sure vents aren't blocked by furniture or rugs to improve airflow and comfort. Simple, smart savings. Get more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin on The Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Ben Jammin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice. Juice World.
Yeah, keeping it juicy, y'all.
Hey. What else is going on in these pop culture streets?
Well, Tory Lowe.
Tory Lowe.
Since we have a little time left,
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been minding your business and somebody all up in your grill?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Tell them mind your business.
No. I'm about to call you out right now. T-Lo, I'm calling Ben Jammin out right now.
Oh, wow.
He's looking at
Here
me,
we go.
and I'm looking at him, and we having a stare-off right now because this brother over here don't know how to turn his phone off.
Is that what you heard?
What?
That is what I heard.
That's not what you hear.
And that's a problem. That's a problem because
that's what I heard.
A lot of people want that personal attention, and if you got your phone on, they can't get it.
All last hour, your phone was ringing.
Mind your damn business.
Uh-huh.
Whatever I got going on over here is maybe something I got going on over here.
That's perfectly fine, but what you got going on over there is bleeding into what I got going on over here.
Black folks, some of the nosiest people you'll ever meet.
Oh, wow. I'm nosy because your phone ringing.
What are you talking about? My phone's not ringing.
It was ringing.
You're hearing things. That's what I'm talking about. Mind your business.
Tory, get your boy.
Hey, I only got 2 minutes.
All right. Okay, so
I'm just talking. I'm just hoping I don't catch the COVID.
Hey, nah, for real though.
We don't know if this brother really took the test or not, bro. I need to see a picture or something.
Y'all just going off my words. I like the fact y'all trust me though.
I'm hoping. I think I feel the sniffles coming on.
I hope not.
Hey,
They're going to fire me.
Oh, wow.
So men in India who deceitfully break off promises of marriage after having sex with a woman could face up to 10 years in prison.
What?
Yeah, crazy.
What?
Crazy. Should they do this in America?
Repeat that again one more time.
All right, men in India, currently right now, who deceitfully break off promises of marriage.
Bro. Did you hear it, T-Lo? The
What are
ring
you
of
talking
his
about?
phone.
Mind your business. I told you before. You don't listen.
You can't even read the story because your phone ringing.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but this is what I'm talking about right here.
And we still haven't heard the story.
Men in India who deceitfully break off promises of marriage after having sex with a woman could face up to 10 years in prison.
What? I don't understand what he did.
Well, okay, imagine if a man, imagine if a man that you had relations with told you he was going to marry you and only told you that so he could have sex with you.
And then he broke up with you after that.
Boom, bam,
after the
boom.
marriage.
Damn.
And now he's facing troubles.
Yeah, 10 years in prison.
Yikes.
Something like that chicken wing lady.
Oh, wow.
Is that right? Should America
Because she wanted a drumstick.
Yeah, she just wanted a drumstick. I think she was selling things, though.
I mean, it's very selfish. And I would wonder how long they were even dating before she married this man. Because if it was like 5 years and then he said, yeah, this ain't good enough for me, and then breaks up with her, that's crazy.
I mean,
it happens all the time.
Hold on. People get divorced all the time due to the incompatibility.
After one time?
Well, hey.
That is crazy.
I mean,
how many times do you have to take to try to break up?
No, but I'm saying he wanted some. She wasn't giving it up unless she was married, and then they get married, and then he gets some, and now he leaving her? Like, what?
Hey, you gotta,
Oh, so he was using that game to say, I want to marry you.
Yes, just to
sleep
get
with
some.
her.
Yes, and then divorced her after one time.
Play on, player. Play on.
That's trash. It's a representation of what
All
we got
right.
going on.
Thank y'all for that pop culture report.
It's
Ben,
amazing.
Jam, Carrie, Noni,
Kim,
Juice.
what'd you say?
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have
Mind your
more
business.
conversations. Stay locked
up.
in right here on Tory Lowe.
For love of the game
There's nothing like being selected to the Olympic team.
and love of their country.
Championship of that level, gold medal, means more.
Tune into Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Inside stories from Bucks stars on the agony and triumph of competing to win it all at the Olympics. It's Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas from Truth Be Told with DT and Telly, and I am so excited for you to tune in to our monthly interview with Old National Bank. Old National Bank will be joining us to discuss why they are so committed to supporting women and people of color-owned businesses, while also discussing their empowerment loan program, which can provide your business access to funds up to $5 million. So don't miss our Truth Be Told monthly interview with Old National Bank at 8 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
One smile is great, but one smile in a community of smiles is so much better. A smile has a secret power that most people don't know about. A smile multiplies. It spreads from one person to the next, stretching across entire groups of people. Smile Train knows this and is proud to be creating a wave of smiles across the cleft lip and palate community in over 70 countries. Patients, doctors, advocates, fundraisers. Collectively, our smiles are a celebration of the transformed lives of over 1.5 million children. Learn how Smile Train is helping the cleft lip and palate community at smiletrain.org/learn. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
Attention Milwaukee County residents. Are you prepared for the unexpected? From sudden storms to unforeseen emergencies, readiness is key. Take charge of your safety with a family emergency plan and an essential emergency kit. Stay informed and connected during emergencies. For tips and resources, visit us online or contact the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Prepare now, stay safe, and build a resilient community together, because readiness starts with you.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. It's been confirmed that Vice President Kamala Harris will be making another visit to Wisconsin during the Democratic National Convention next week. The DNC will be held in Chicago next week between Monday, August 19th and Thursday, August 22nd. Kamala is expected to have a rally at the Pfizer Forum. This will be her 7th visit to Wisconsin this year. Hundreds of thousands of water lines in Wisconsin are at risk of lead contamination. According to the Wisconsin DNR, as many as 229,000 pipes in private lines could contain or collect lead. That's why the state is using funds from the bipartisan infrastructure law to replace affected lines. Although lead pipes are not in immediate danger, Wisconsin DNR Federal Programs Project Manager Olivia Fronmuller says the current solution in place won't work forever.
Your water systems are doing the work that they need to make sure that the lead pipes are not contaminating the water in most places, but it's not a foolproof solution. Basically, if the water corrodes the pipes, that's when there's a problem, so a lot of them are doing corrosion control treatment, which prevents the corrosion.
Governor Tony Evers also announced earlier this week a $4 million grant program to support educational outreach about line lead replacement projects, and most importantly to remind Wisconsinites that there is no level of lead that is safe for a human to consume. Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin has issued an emergency appeal throughout the state for blood donations due to a dangerously low blood supply. Hospital blood supplies are so dangerously low that some blood types have less than a day's worth available. When supplies reach critical levels, hospitals must divert trauma patients to other centers and cancel procedures like elective surgeries. Versity was 3,500 donations short last month.
65% of the population is eligible.
But just 3% of those eligible actually donate blood. Associate Medical Director at Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, Dr. Alcinda Flowers, explains what happens during a shortage.
Any patients that are sent for trauma will be flown to the next trauma center in the region. Elective surgeries will start to be canceled or delayed. In extreme shortages, the hospitals can start splitting units.
Donating blood takes only about 30 minutes.
If you're scared of needles or intimidated or whatever, just think about the person at the hospital receiving your blood.
Jessica Gatzo, WTMJ News.
You can donate blood at one of Versity's 10 locations in Wisconsin today. Visit www.versity.org for more information. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, the wonderful. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show today. We got the queen, the advocate, the author.
Hey.
Elizabeth Brown.
Yeah.
In studio.
Shining like a diamond.
Hey.
It's raining outside, you know what I'm saying? My plants getting everything they need, you know.
You got the moon water going.
You are absolutely correct.
How many moon waters? For those that don't know what moon waters are, Liz has moon water.
I do.
Can you explain? Because I can explain it, but I think that I need to let you explain it because you're the one that's making it.
Well, I mean, it's really nothing to explain. That you have, spring water, you put it in a glass jar, and you sit it up under the full moons. And I had that, we had not too long ago, like 5 nights of full moons, and you allow it to bask under the moonlight. And then you drink that water.
Do you let it sit for one night, or if it's a full moon?
I just allow it to sit.
Because the one time it was like 4 full moons.
5.
5, yeah.
Yes, full moon back to back. And so usually I even put a case of water outside, like just because again, it's your intentions.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I speak my intentions into this moon water, and then I consume it and I give it to my plants and I give it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's all natural.
And I'm a Cancer, and I'm ruled by the moon.
Correct.
So,
and you're a water sign.
And I'm a water sign, right.
As am I.
Yeah, right, that's right.
In reality, it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? So now, the rain is coming down, and plants need water. We need, to beautify what's happening. So, I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
See, the one thing about being around Liz, you get moon water, and then you get these, then you get certain meals. When she bring in meals, me and DJ Brother Z be about to doze off during the break.
You know what I'm saying? I put that love in it.
Right, and then it's some drinks you be making.
It is.
With the herbs and stuff like that. What drink? I had a drink yesterday. What was in that?
Chia seeds, chlorophyll, beetroot, ginger root. You know what I'm saying? I put some gold seal in there. It's various. It's a plethora of natural things that help, clear the gut. Some a little bit of activated charcoal,
wormwood,
that expels the heavy metals from your body and things like that. Again, we have to detox, especially knowing that the food is being poisoned with all of these type of things.
Right.
The heavy metals. We dealing with our phones every day, which is radiation. I mean, you name it.
So the drink it's a cleanser.
It's a cleanser, yes.
Oh wow,
purifier.
See, look, y'all. Everybody need a Liz around. The herbalist, like what you call with the herbalist.
Yeah. They would call it a witch doctor, but I'll be that.
Hey, if back in the day, they probably would have got you at the state.
Hey, and I would have been willing to go. You dig what I'm saying? Like right now, it's pivotal for us to make sure that we understand that everything on this planet, everything that ails us, it's a herb that's out here that'll take care of that. They pushing these prescriptions. Right now, it's a high time of people being addicted to these prescriptions, their side effects. Everything that I use that's natural, that God grow, there is no side effect.
Right.
Outside of the fact that it's going to get rid of whatever it is that's ailing you, because again, the strongest thing we got is our immune system.
Facts.
And your brain is actually in your gut. So when you take care of your gut health, everything else is being taken care of.
They say the gut is like the second brain.
It is. It's the main one if you think about it.
Well,
what you put in your tank.
I guess
you put in your tank.
I guess when you hand me the juice, think. I just got to keep drinking.
You just again. I mean, you can deny it.
I haven't denied the juice.
You have not. You have been receiving it.
I received the juice.
In your little skin
and the
glowing.
Moon water, right?
Look here. No complaints.
I ain't had to bust no pimples in
that part. You did.
Hey. But also, I started out the show with the ideal of stop being in competition with those that are around you, that are working with you, and get on the mission.
Come on.
And the thing is, when I'm out here in the community dealing with things, people think that dealing with the community is some type of competition.
Right.
But it's really a mission, and you really trying to make sure that you can turn certain things around.
Absolutely.
So everybody can benefit from the results.
Correct.
But in 2024, people have become so individualized.
Correct. On purpose.
So when they work within the group, they're trying to enrich themselves. They're trying to use the group energy to enrich themselves.
They're going to decipher any and everybody's energy, because again, we've been trained to self-serve. When you look around at our city and how it's set up, it's a self-serving entity. Everybody is in it for themselves, and that's not long-term. Because when you think about what's happening to us as a people across the world in every democratically ran state, Okay?
Yeah.
We're being taxed, food tax, house tax, clothing tax, furniture tax. We being taxed to death. Health tax. And then you have illegals who ain't never done nothing and they up here living good. Like, the reality of what's really going on, when you start to tell the truth, it irritates the lie. And a lot of times people don't want to leave the lie because they're comfortable there, you know?
Hey.
So what you said was powerful, and I absolutely agree.
Well, somebody on the talk to text, oh no, this is in the chat. Somebody in the chat said, great opening monologue. I assume that you're now willing to work with city officials, i.e. Ashanti Hamilton.
You've been working with him.
I sat down and gave him an idea, and last thing I heard, it was great. It was a great idea.
You out of your
when
damn
I left the conversation, I was like, okay, we making progress.
Now,
and that was over 8, 9, 10 months. That was 10 months.
How many families have we helped since then?
Man, every
Come
day.
on.
So, like I said, I don't come at me like that. I've never not tried to work. I help the community,
correct,
and they benefit from it every day.
Yes, they do.
Because now they don't have to.
They get paid and they not working.
Yeah. So I'm actually doing some things that they supposed to be doing, but I don't mind that. I don't because it's no competition for me to see how many people I can help. It's a mission to me.
Yes.
But there are some Judases and some people that's out here working for themselves, and that's the hard reality. That's why I say you only work with the people that are willing to work with you as a team, and you in competition with those that oppose that team.
Facts.
Okay, so that's how that works.
It's definitely a setup for divide, because again, those people who are saying work with these are the same individuals that don't want us to work.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They're doing everything to stop us from working. And the reality of that is you've been trained to secure the bag. What you didn't know, that the bag just had empty promises in it. Because the reality of everybody that's getting paid to do what it is that we're doing, they're not doing it.
And not only that, my phone wouldn't be buzzing.
Come on.
Hey, but also, Elizabeth Brown, there was a statement that Benjamin made during the Pop Culture Report. They said an Indian man you can get in India, you can get 10 years if you marry a woman and have sex with her and try to leave her.
That part.
Is that how it went, DJ Brother Z?
Hey, I guess. We got some clarification.
We got Demetrius on the lines. Demetrius, he want to discuss that. How you doing, Demetrius?
Good afternoon, Tory Lowe. How you doing, my
Blessings, brother. Blessings.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm a history teacher from Milwaukee Public Schools, and I heard the question in regards to a gentleman in India, the country India, having to get 10 years because he broke off an engagement or a marriage with a future wife.
Yeah, after he had sex with her one time.
The history of that is, India is one of the only countries in the world where they still have prearranged marriages.
Mm.
And when that happens, the families negotiate. They seriously sit down and negotiate why their daughter should be a part of your family or why their son should be a part of their family. The daughter was brought up from birth to be a wife to a particular husband. And also in India...
Like on Coming to America with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. And also in India...
Whatever you like.
The genders is different in India. The male gender is more dominant than the female. Even in the family household when it comes down to children and mother. So if a son is in a household with a mother, the son also gets served first, and he also sits in the front seat while the mother has to sit in the back seat.
The cultural ideas. Tradition.
It's a cultural thing in India.
Tradition.
So if he had to serve 10 years, it's because the marriage was probably prearranged for years, and he broke it off.
There's a breach of contract.
You guys go ahead and do your research.
He probably breached the contract
a few years ago.
So the family probably sued him because that wasn't a part of the deal.
Nope. He probably was like, I don't like you. This ain't all I cracked out to be. And they like, we don't play that here in India. They shame people for doing that.
Maybe he wanted to come to America and sow his royal oaths like Prince Hakeem.
Yeah, I just want to bring some clarity to that because the United States and India, the laws and regulations and cultural are totally different.
Yeah, facts. I appreciate you for that information.
They take marriage as much more serious than the United States. If you look up the divorce rate there, you probably won't find it. It's very, very low.
Oh, wow. Maybe we need to get over to India.
Facts.
You know, I appreciate you for tapping in.
How many families in the United States will prearrange a marriage though?
Hey, if it's not tradition, I don't see it. Like if you're not, if it's these are ideas that have been passed down, you know, so it's almost accepted from generation to generation. So if it's not happening like that, hey, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, look, I appreciate you, brother. Once again, hey, you look, Truth Nation, you know, I like when y'all tap into the conversation.
All facts.
But we got Rhonda on the lines. Rhonda want to tap into the conversation, 833-212-1017. How you doing, Rhonda?
All right, how you guys?
Blessings, Queen.
Salute.
All right, truly. I was only calling Liz. I wanted some of that drink that you're making.
Okay. So you want the recipe?
Right? Yes.
Okay. What you can do? Leave DJ Brother Z your number, and then I'll send you a text with the list of the things to get.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, because
appreciate it.
No problem.
Hey.
Be safe.
All right. You too.
All right.
Blessings, Rhonda. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you, Liz. I'm telling you that health drink.
Oh yeah.
Because these are the times where people are starting to read the labels.
Yeah, as they should.
And I was even with it's something even going on with the almond milk.
It is
like when they reading the
Listeria.
when you start reading the
label of what's really being put in it.
Some of the
everything.
Some of the almonds that they're using are GMO.
Exactly.
Like, you know, the things that are not what they're seeming to be.
Come on.
Because of the marketing strategy.
Correct.
So we're falling for the marketing once again, but then those that are reading the labels are trying to say, hey, this is not good for you. This is not good for you.
It's not.
It's just one of those things. So we have to start concentrating on what our health is on the inside. So
the reality of it is we have to make sure, because again, like I said, we're being poisoned by land, by air, by water. It's our goal to personally take our health into our own hands. And like I said, knowing that you're not going to be able to screen everything because everything has some poison in it. What you can do is detox yourself. So if your I don't know, your gut is backed up with all of these heavy metals and you know all of these parasites, by you cleansing, because naturally we're supposed to cleanse once a season. So that's summer, spring, winter, and fall.
And that's why I made a thing about fasting too.
Correct.
Because
intermittent fasting.
Yeah, because your body can re-heal itself.
It's going to
if you give it time to do it. Yeah.
And you're supposed to eat when the sun is up and not eat when the sun is going down, because then your body is able to replenish itself and take away, because they don't. The thing about, you know, when they talk to us about cancer, your body is so smart that it's grouping it all. That's where the tumors and the things come from, because your body is trying to get rid of it. And for whatever reason, something is sluggish. Something's not working. You know what I'm saying? So to purify yourself, when you start to look into the herbs, you understand that this herb cleansed the kidneys. This herb cleansed the liver. You just adding these herbs to your food every day is removing parasites. You're seeing your skin getting clear. I didn't even know to the point of that you can use clove powder. It regenerates your gums. It will stop you from having a cavity. It will take the pain away.
What you mean? I use the Crest toothpaste.
That got fluoride in it.
I know.
It's causing cavities.
I use the organic.
So, I mean, even with that, what I'm telling you is you can brush your teeth with activated charcoal, a little baking soda, and some clove powder.
And I use baking soda, yeah.
And it cleans your gums. It takes the plaque away. And it also resets the bacteria in your mouth.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
We got Linda on the lines. Linda. You're on the new 117 The Truth. How you doing, Linda?
Salute, Queen.
Oh, hey, King and Queen. I was listening to the guy about talking about India and how they don't get divorced. Well, you know why? Because in places in India, if the husband tires of the wife, he can burn her.
What?
And her family will help. He gets to keep the dowry. So they're not divorced, and it's not against the law.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Back this up. I got to. Now my fingers got to get to clicking on the click.
Mine too. Like burn
okay.
her,
Hold on. You saying that you can burn your wife?
Yeah, and her family will help you.
What?
It is not against the law.
So, what is it a reason? Like, can she plead her case, or is it? You know what I mean? Or I can wake up one day and be like, "Hey, I don't like you no more."
Don't even. Exactly. There you go.
What?
Oh, wow.
Free
that sounds
will.
like some Lifetime.
They don't never show that on Lifetime.
Oh, of course not.
Oh wow.
They don't. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh wow. That's horrible.
I'm definitely finna go to looking it up.
That's horrible.
That's egregious.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff around the world that's a little different. So like a lot of people don't like this country, but until we got to make it better. That's all. Because some other places they got some crazy stuff, man.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for tapping in. I got to do the clicking.
Exactly.
When we come back, Truth Nation, we got people on the lines. We got some chat. We got some talk to text. We're gonna try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it is the effective communication coach, Denise Thomas from Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Look, y'all, I got to let you know that the best morning show on planet Earth is now streaming live on YouTube every weekday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Yes, Truth Telling Hits with Telly and Truth Swiping are coming at you live and in color every weekday on YouTube. So go to YouTube right now to subscribe to 1017 The Truth and watch Telly and I do our thing and get your morning started off right. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube. The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year in 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Are you passionate about helping your community? Join us. Milwaukee County Aging and Disability Services is hosting a hiring event on Wednesday, August 21st from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Zufari Conference Center. We're recruiting for supervisors, staff, and more. Come meet our team and learn how you can make a difference. On-the-spot applications and interviews available. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, August 21st, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Zufari Conference Center located at 9715 West Blue Mound Road. We can't wait to see you there.
Cousin Subs features only the finest Wisconsin-made cheeses and dairy on their menu in support of the dairy farmers of Wisconsin. And now, the time has come for even more cheese as Cousins is happy to introduce their new Cheddar Supreme Cheese Sauce. Order this cheesy treat on their new cheese fries or add cheese sauce to your favorite sub. More cheese? Yes, please. Order today at any location, online or via Cousins mobile app. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Coming with straight truth.
When you mix anything with white supremacy, it fails. I think feminism is great. I really do. I want women to be as feminist as they want to be and fight for their rights. Because as a man, I literally lose nothing. That's the same mode of thinking where people believe if African Americans have total equality and fairness, that white people are going to lose something. No, they won't. Won't lose anything.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Milwaukee Black Talk. More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm on the outskirts of town. Friends that I treated like family. They were just hanging around. Yeah. Gotta lay down when you make bed. Gotta let some tears just shed. Since we blew up and got green. I gotta leave some of y'all on red. Yeah, fuck shot, me not dead. Might put some dollar on, or just turn up the place instead.
True Family Fest is back. The award-winning 101.7 The Truth is proud to announce our second annual True Family Fest, Saturday, August 17th at Riverside University High School from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We are bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. There will be live music, delicious foods, and we will be giving away backpacks, school supplies, and more. So mark your calendars for this exciting event and come out and enjoy the music, the food, the fun at our second annual True Family Fest, which is on Saturday, August 17th at Riverside University High School from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The True Family Fest is presented by Associated Bank, your money works here, and sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, Gruber Law Offices, Erie Insurance, American Family Insurance, Outreach Community Health Center, and Greater Milwaukee Urban League. Hey, Elizabeth Brown.
Yeah.
People in the chat. People on the Talk to Text. They raising an eyebrow about what's going on in India.
As they should.
I've been trying to get on the clickety-click so I can see how they allowing these wives to be burned.
Right.
I'm trying to look into that. I can't really elaborate on it because I'm just now. I didn't even know that was the case. But people on the chat, they got their eyebrow raised. So I got a question.
Okay.
I got a question, Elizabeth Brown.
Hey.
Should we practice arranged marriages? Should we groom the wife and groom the husband to be together? Would that help out? Would that help a little bit?
We would have to secure our families again, first of all.
Hey, look, we gonna go. Hey, DJ Brother Z, put up the question of the day. Question of the day: should we practice arranging marriage situations? Would that we have better outcomes?
Hey.
833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Arranged marriages. I keep thinking about Prince Hakeem and the lady that was like barked like a dog.
Right.
A big dog. Ooh. Ooh. What do you like to eat? Whatever you like. Is that the way it gotta be?
No.
I'm just saying that's why he left. That's why he came to find Lisa. Okay? But we gonna talk about it. 833-212-1017. Should we practice arranging marriages? Would it help? Would it help people stay together? Like Al Green said.
Hey, not if they being burned, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know about the burning part. I just heard that. I didn't know that.
Right. We don't even know that, we
I'm just talking about arranging.
Right. Arranging marriages in the U.S.
We got Al on the lines. Al, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
The answer to your question is absolutely not, because that's an open door for ignorance, and some family have real bad genes and genetics. Number two, they also didn't tell you about Indian marriages, that a lot of the times the women are more educated than the husbands. And the only reason those husbands do that because they have an open door for ignorance. And the Indian women that I knew, I told them like this: if your mother feels you should be with him, tell her to divorce her husband and she can get pregnant and piss out his children. You got to think about self-preservation. That's the only reason that they arrange those marriages, because they're big enough to do everything they want. So again, if that Indian woman or that Indian family feel that woman should be with them, they can go marry him and get pregnant by him, and then they can be one big happy family. You should never tell nobody to be in the ignorance of a wildfire that was not stomped out in the beginning. Have a great day, everybody.
Hey, all right, Al. Look, and don't be in a wildfire that they never started from the beginning. But if he don't like you, then he can. I don't know. I'm not talking about the end part.
Right.
Because I just heard it on the radio.
Facts.
But I do know that people do arrange situations.
Correct.
And we've been. We've been understanding this even in certain tribe ideas and certain traditions. They do that.
They do.
The interesting thing about it is, do they last longer though? I mean, I guess you ain't got no choice.
Right.
You take out the choice of actually getting divorced. Because everybody know the divorce rates is going through the roof.
All facts. I mean, with everything.
But with an arranged situation, like let's say we raised our kids to be husbands and wives.
Okay.
And then we find somebody in the neighborhood and you got a nice son, okay, y'all. And when they groom them, they get them the education, they prepare them, and then they say, okay, boom, arranged marriage. You think that would work better than just walking down the street? Hey, baby, you looking good. What's up? What's happening there?
That's difficult.
I'm just saying.
Especially because I have a daughter. And I don't want to force her because I wouldn't want my father to try to force.
But all her boyfriends call you mama.
They do.
I mean, so that.
But you talking about all of them. She only got one.
What I'm talking about.
The ones that she's dating.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they do. So, and I'm going to treat them whether she's with them or not because, again, that's who I am.
Right. But what I'm saying is, wouldn't you feel more comfortable if you knew his history from kindergarten?
Oh, I'm definitely
from middle school.
I would.
That he was groomed to take the knife and the fork and fold it. You know what I mean? And to sit down there with the posture.
But again,
I'm just saying.
I know the representation. And people change. And I would never want to be telling my daughter, who I think was good for her, because clearly I didn't pick right when I picked her daddy. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna even lie. If my daughter got married and I had to arrange it, I'm gonna pick the best one. So I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna make sure his grades is up. I mean, I can see it happening.
They can fix the script.
Well, I'm talking about, but he can't fake the grades.
We're talking about behind closed doors. His treatment.
They're gonna have to work it out. They're gonna have to figure it out like everybody else.
So I remember when I was. If she come with a black eye.
No, see that got to be in the contract though, because if it's arranged, you making the deal, right?
Right.
Okay, so this is X, Y, and Z. You can't, the boundaries. You can't breach the contract.
Hey,
this ain't nothing random. This is arranged. Which,
I'm gonna say,
which meaning it's a paperwork
I gotta
coming
do
with
my own work.
I may give you 5 cows in exchange.
Like a diary.
It might be some kind of diary going on,
Yeah.
And then,
my daddy would have been
it got to
rich.
come with rules, you know what I mean? So you just can't say, okay, I'm going to, give you my daughter and she going to get beat on.
Well, I don't think they'll tell you that.
No, I'm talking about, but you got to write it in the contract.
Yeah.
It's like in sports. Everybody don't have the same agents. Everybody ain't trying to get the same contract. Facts.
Correct.
You can have 12 people on the team and none of their contracts is the same.
That's true.
So you get to arrange and shape it the way you want to shape it.
Right. And so do your daughter have any say?
I do. Hey!
See, no.
Even the son. It could be daughter or son. Hey, these are arranged ideas.
They are.
When you
outside of
we
the
get
children,
in arrangements when we get in relationships. That's an arrangement.
Do. Yeah.
It ain't.
But we're choosing.
It just ain't a groomed. It ain't a groomed idea.
Right.
It's just you got to figure it out as you go.
I'm against grooming.
Hey,
no matter what that look like.
Well, would that be grooming kids? But it ain't an adult involved. It's two kids
children,
at the same age, right?
Yeah. So
833-212-1017. Should we arrange marriages? And I want to know, or should we let it fly by the seat of your pants? Let's see what happens.
Hey, that's
what we've been doing.
Facts.
Mr. Moore, you on the new 1017 The Truth? Tap in. All right, Mr. Moore, you might be out there rolling around.
Hey.
I thought you was out there on the road again.
I'm on the road. Don't try to eat my sister melody sandwich. You can't eat her melody sandwich. Leave it alone.
Oh, wow.
Hey, listen. Dude, when you travel to India, you will see that, like, the people, just like Africa, when the people are living with these different religions outside of that city, they have weddings like that. Like an African family might want to marry your daughter, and they have to bring you like 3 or 4 cows. It's something. It's a trade off, and 9 times out of 10, when that person, it was a big thing. I saw a couple of years ago, people throwing acid in women's face.
What?
And they're throwing acid in their wife's face and stuff like that. They so something she probably done, like cheating on them and stuff like that, or didn't want to get beat, battered, and would run away. And man, they do that to them, but they stopped that. They nipped that in the bud.
Right.
You know, them people with them guys was getting killed for doing that type of stuff.
That's wild because
Tory,
it could get crazy. Everything
Tory,
can be taken advantage of. Yeah.
You remember back in the church? You remember that debutante thing they used to do? The debutante ball.
The
y'all didn't do that. Yes.
I don't think that was a part of my church. We couldn't go to no balls. We couldn't go to no dances.
It was I don't know what it was, but because I was an usher. I was the usher. I hate that.
Hold on. What denomination?
Pentecostal.
What?
Oh wow.
Okay.
You and Tory? Hey,
because I was Pentecostal.
Yeah.
I went to Mount Calvary, Holy Church of America, 2122 North Alliance Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Like they molded it in me. That's one address I can't get out my mind. I can't get it out.
I can't get my church address out of my mind either because I went there all the time.
Yeah, I was there
all
Monday
the time.
through
I was
Sunday.
there. You know, Monday I was there cleaning up the church with a toothbrush, scratching out that black mark that people would be shouting, getting on the floor.
Wow.
Or, man, Tuesday, Bible study. Wednesday, youth service. Man, I got tired of it. When I had a soccer game, I was so, God, thank you for letting me go to soccer.
Wow.
Man, I ain't doing church all that time. But, I want my daughter to marry who she wanted to. Well, I wanted my daughter to marry who she wanted to marry, and let me get to know them and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't think it'll be a good idea because what was that Tyler Perry movie? A battered woman and the dude, who she married. Acting like he is just
you can't use Tyler Perry movies when it comes to black men. There is always something going on.
Yeah, she was being beat up.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was being beat up, and when he got in that accident, he left her for another woman and got hurt, and then he was paralyzed. That lady left him, and then she had to take care of. Yeah. That was funny. That was so funny.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Diary of the Mad Black Woman. Yep.
She left him with a tub.
Oh wow!
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but that was funny, yo. That was real
vicious.
funny.
It was definitely vicious.
Yeah, very vicious.
Here we go.
That's just like burning back, we'll say.
But you still would want to get to know the guy that married your daughter. Hopefully, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But if you could arrange it and watch him over the years and make sure that he was going, had the right personality and things like that, if you could help shape that.
Now you're spying on me. Now you're spying on this boy.
Now watching, yeah.
And we gonna act a plum fool. You gonna act a
I'm sitting there watching, making sure you about to get with my daughter. You seen the movies where the daughter go to prom and the dad got to take him in the back.
Daddy, the uncle.
You ain't got to do that if you make the arrangement.
Right.
True that. But I think
he already understood.
I think they should just let him go, get some military bearing, and then he come back. Just like Bad Boys Live or Die. Reggie was the perfect. That was the perfect dude for my daughter.
Reggie.
Didn't Reggie end up becoming like a combat specialist?
Yeah, fact.
He is a Marine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, Reggie he showed off.
That last one.
Yeah, he is. Oh my God, that was the perfect gentleman right there. Like, put your mama and your wife in the closet, tell them be quiet, and go out there and handle the business. He handled the business, and they came to that room.
Right.
The dude come to the room to shoot him.
Yeah.
He grabbed that dude so fast.
Reggie was
a protector and a provider. Hey.
Hey, Reggie wanted to cook them chicken breasts too.
All right. Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in, Mr. Moore.
Hey, salute.
No doubt.
Hey, also, Not Really a City Girl says arranged marriages are about wealth and security. There are young girls out here being forced to marry older men. It's disgusting learning of a 12-year-old girl marrying a 60-year. See, yeah, it could get wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rules of engagement, again, like you stated, the contracts, you have to make sure that if you're going to go into a binding contract with anybody, that you put everything in there that is of some concern. And
you can't let nobody pass you something. You got to look at it, read it, and then make your adjustments.
Correct.
And then give it back. And I think that, and I'm not talking about what they're doing. I'm talking about arranging things. You know, we gonna put our way. We gonna put the flavor on it. You know, we gonna put our little flavor to it. You know how we do. You know, when we put the seasoning on the food, a lot of people ain't never taste no real seasoning unless they get it from the soul food joint. You know what I mean? Some real seasoning.
We do it all.
Hey, they copy our flavor.
Hey, as they should. It's good.
When we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
What is she doing here?
I asked her to come.
Charles, what is going on? Is she wearing the dress that I just picked out? What?
There's no easy way to say this, but our marriage has run its course. It's over.
What? What are you trying to say?
I'm saying it's over.
Charles!
Helen, don't act so surprised. I mean, I haven't touched you in a year. I haven't been happy for years.
18 years, and you think you can just come in here and end it like this?
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
If you are an African American or Hispanic adult with type 2 diabetes, the University of Wisconsin needs your help to participate in Enrich, a diabetes research study which may involve working with a pharmacist and or a community health worker. Most discussions will be held over the phone. All participants will receive compensation. For more information, call Delicia now at 414-550-1016. That's 414-550-1016. And ask Delicia about Enrich.
1017 The Truth, Sherwin Hughes for Axe Housing. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. If you work with Axe Housing, you'll average around $800 a month. No matter what barriers you think you are facing, Axe Housing will have a coach on staff that can assist you today. You can get started on a virtual home buying orientation by going to axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. And you can be well on your way to becoming a homeowner. Do not let where you are financially today get in the way of your bright future. Axe coaches are here to help. That's axehousing.org.
Truth Nation, let us take a second to brag for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like President Joe Biden.
Black child poverty was cut in half in 2021. We built black wealth, 15 million jobs nationwide, more than 2.5 million for black Americans. Black wealth is up 60% since the pandemic.
Former President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump.
Guys, we almost had a former president and very likely future president assassinated on live TV. Like, you know what that would have done for this country? You know what that would have made our country look like? We would look like a banana republic.
And Brewers all-star and former National League MVP Christian Yelich.
Listen, you already know.
Yeah, we got we were just in LA, so we heard our fair share of Kendrick out there in LA. Dodger Stadium has one of the best sound systems in baseball too.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app, listening live on 1017thetruth.com, and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Prostate cancer screening is a simple blood test. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Your family history of prostate cancer increases the risk for all the men in your family. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Prostate cancer is most treatable when it's detected early. It's a simple blood test. Get it done. Men, it's your life. That's why it's so important to talk to your doctor about getting tested. If you want info on how to take action, the Prostate Cancer Foundation is here to help. For more than 30 years, PCF, a leader in scientific breakthroughs, has funded cutting-edge research that speeds new treatments into clinics, helping patients live longer with fewer complications. Go to pcf.org to learn more about prostate cancer and how you can advocate for yourself. Remember, it's your life. And it's a simple blood test. Get it done.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snyder. After losing 3 straight games, the Milwaukee Brewers finally got a bounce-back win against the Dodgers last night, thanks to some timely hitting from their rookie.
Phillips steals. Line drive, shallow right, sinking fast, base hit. Betts drops the baseball. Here comes Ortiz. The Brewers have the lead.
Jackson Chourio with the RBI in the 7th inning last night, and with that victory and the Cardinals loss, the Brewers lead in the NL Central now sits at 8.5 games. Over to the NFL, where the Green Bay Packers are hitting the road today out to the Mile High City. The team will join the Broncos in Denver for a joint practice on Friday ahead of their preseason matchup on Sunday. Head coach Matt LaFleur saying the team won't do a lot of one-on-ones in order to avoid those in-camp fights.
I think a lot of times that's where it starts to get escalated and a lot of trash talk.
This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
She ASAP, Bino so insensitive. She asking why you say that. Bad, I'm chillin', real feeling. Rich kid, paint me as a villain. Still spitting that cash flow. DJ Khaled, I got penthouse on both coasts. PH balance, real. I rep those. Why though? Cause I said so. Deep in that Pepto, I got 5 on it like Benfos. I got more 10 than that Petco.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio. We've been talking about arranged marriages.
Yeah.
You know, would that be a better outcome with the divorce rates? And I'm not talking about what everybody else is doing. I'm talking about you customize your own way.
Tailor made.
Because now people get to reaching what other people doing. I'm talking about what you doing.
Right.
Every individual relationship you ever got into, you tried to make the adjustment.
Right. Right.
Or you should have been trying to make adjustments as you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna do this no more, or I'm gonna do more of this.
Right.
As you moved on, so you could we put our own seasoning, our own Salt Bay on everything.
All facts.
But I'm in the chat, and I'm seeing talks about arranged marriages. Somebody was in here. Let me see. Forced marriage. Creation Muse say forced marriage is bad. Arranged marriage, not so much. You're finding out about each other families. Like, so you can get to know the family, you get to know everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all get to figure each other out. Y'all know if they cool or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Right. Again, it's
that what you want to do when somebody brings, hey, I want to marry this person.
Yes.
What you always ask about the mama.
Facts.
You always say how the family is.
Facts.
What type of person? Now you got to go and backtrack to figure out what type of person he is.
Yeah.
You kind of work in the rear if they already in love.
Yeah.
Because once I'm smitten, it's over.
Wrap. Yeah. Everything else go out the window usually because the person that's in love is blinded at that point. It's whatever.
Annie, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hello, can you hear me?
How you doing, Annie?
Hi.
Good afternoon to both of you.
Blessings.
I'm calling because I do have an opinion on all of this, but the thing that will stop the divorce rate is not arranged marriages unless you decide that once you have an arranged marriage, you can't divorce unless there's severe issues.
So you're saying they can still get the divorce?
Yes.
Okay.
People are not dedicated to one another. People are usually, as long as I'm happy, then we can continue this marriage. But at the minute that I'm not happy for more than 5 days, then I'm out of here.
Wait a minute. You said if I ain't happy for 5 days, I'm out? That's how it's going down?
Yeah, that's how it's going down, really. That's what people do. As soon as they get mad at each other, it's like, okay, well, we got 5 days to fix this, and then I'm gone. And usually within that 5 days, somebody is looking at somebody else already, and it's already over.
Oh, wow. On the 5th day, they didn't already been booed up with somebody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. At least they planning on it.
They got
That's what they're doing. They're planning on it.
Hey, it's 2024.
But I'm trying to advocate that we get young women to close their mouths and their legs and see what happens. I guarantee you that'll stop a lot of this. We gonna live together for 20 years, see how that work out, and then your man that you thought was your man because he wasn't yours because you ain't signed nothing, he ain't guaranteed you nothing, and then he gonna end up with somebody else while you got 12 kids with him. Then my deal is this. When they get older to younger women, the marriage rate is so out of control because people don't value marriage. But men aren't realizing a married man, if he's decently married, it will increase his lifespan by 7 years. A married woman will decrease her lifespan by 7 years.
What?
Yes, look it up.
Because, they say that women outlast the husband. The wife always usually outlasts the husband in the relationship. Like when he dies.
Usually, but not always.
The man kind of go first.
Well, my dad did.
Usually.
Yeah.
So where the 7 years added on? I guess he used them up.
7 years. Okay, so if you get two men living the same lifestyle, except one is married and one is not, the one that's not will die 7 years faster than the one who is married, because you have someone taking care of you and looking after you and doing those extra things that most men wouldn't do until it's too late. Like most single men do not go to the doctor as often as married men unless they come up with an issue.
Because the wife will make them go to the doctor.
Facts. She making an appointment. Yeah.
All right, Annie. Hey, Annie kicking facts.
Hey,
are you okay, Annie? All right. Look, when we come back, True Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jamming with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
There are individuals in our community who certainly need health services, a variety of health services. What if they do not have health insurance? How can you serve that population?
Our community health center allows patients to come to our clinic regardless of their ability to pay, and that's part of our federal funding. You can come to our clinic and be seen based on what we call a poverty level. So anyone 200% or below a poverty level can be seen in our clinic for anywhere from $20 to $40 for that visit. So in other words, if your visit is a $400 visit and you fall on our sliding scale where you pay $20 for your visit, you would not be responsible for the $400. You'd only be responsible for $20 for that visit. Also, our pharmacy prescriptions are very, very affordable as well. Where you would normally pay, let's say for an inhaler, $240 a month for an inhaler, at our facility that would cost you about $4 or $5.
It's very good to know you guys have a sliding scale that makes it very, very affordable.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you passionate about helping your community? Join us. Milwaukee County Aging and Disability Services is hosting a hiring event on Wednesday, August 21st from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at at the Zufari Conference Center. We're recruiting for supervisors, staff, and more. Come meet our team and learn how you can make a difference. On-the-spot applications and interviews available. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, August 21st, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Zufari Conference Center located at 9715 West Blue Mound Road. We can't wait to see you there.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
There's a nigga on me now and I'ma get him. And I promise you won't see tomorrow. My young gorillas hanging out the window.
Stay with gorillas up and name it at his temple. Don't play because they know better. You know me, I'm about paper, a go-getter. But I'm standing on 10, don't fear no. Thought this life was simple till I had a pistol. But didn't have $1, start dope selling. I'm a gangster about mine, can't do no telling. Thug the loan in that cell, ain't need no selling. Found my way out the streets with my life on these beats. They made me a beast, now I'm up 7. Figures large and they mad cause they can't catch. Thank the Lord every day cause he stay blessed. But they try me, I'm sinning, ain't no test. It's a reason for all, but ain't no miss. Call the pastor like, look, this my cup.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Hey, look, we almost at the top of the hour, and we got a lot of chat. We got a lot of chat, Truth Nation. A lot of people chiming in on the arrangements.
Yeah.
You know, but you get arrangements at your birthday party. You know, you have. I'm just messing with y'all. You got arrangements. You go on the trip with the arrangement. You know what I mean?
Oh, facts.
I'm just saying.
Again, it's you definitely want to understand it of what's really going on. So.
And somebody in the chat, they would think this is Al in the chat. Al says September 14th investigation by PBS television program Frontline discovered a case in Tennessee in which an 11-year-old boy had been married to a 27-year-old woman. Yeah, that's pedophilia.
Certified.
You know, that's pedophilia, and hopefully, you know, those people can go to jail. You know, when you're dealing with those
preying on children
and not just like that. We not talking about where they got them on TV and they had a sting where they got the little girl and they've been text messages and she be like, come over. Then the television, the television people be right there, be like,
how to catch a predator.
Yeah, how to catch a predator. We ain't talking about that kind of lifestyle. Matter of fact, anybody that's dealing with kids in a way that's dishonorable need to go in the trash.
Facts.
Okay, 100%. I ain't talking about none of that. You know, that's trash. Matter of fact, I deal with that on a day-to-day basis, and people call me about that. And trust me, a lot of this stuff I don't bring on the air.
No,
because it's minors involved.
Yes,
and you know you don't want to put their names out there because they're younger.
That's egregious.
Yeah, but trust me, I done threw plenty people in the trash. Trust me, balled them up. And tried to jump from the free throw line and smash it down in the dumpster. Hey, in real life.
Facts.
Hey, but look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
For love of the game.
There's nothing like being selected to the Olympic team.
And love of their country.
Championship of that level, gold medal, means more.
Tune into Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Inside stories from Buck stars on the agony and triumph of competing to win it all at the Olympics. It's Behind the Bucks, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
This is 1017 The Truth, Snony Juice, and the time is now, Milwaukee. For years, this city has been creating an undeniable buzz, and it's finally getting the national attention and recognition it truly deserves. Milwaukee is on the rise, and Jammin' with Juice is proud to be part of this historic run, showcasing the talent and energy driving this new era. This is Milwaukee's moment, and we're here to shine the spotlight on it. So lock in with Jammin' with Juice every day from noon to 1 on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Attention, Milwaukee County. When it comes to stroke, every second counts. Remember to be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T.
B, balance. Are you having trouble with coordination or balance? E, eyes. Sudden blurred or double vision. Have you lost sight in one eye or both? F, face drooping. Is your smile lopsided or your face numb or drooping? A, arm weakness. Are you having difficulty reaching for things? Does your arm drift downward when placed in front of you? S, speech difficulty. Is it difficult to speak? Try saying, the sky is blue. Does that come out correctly? T. Terrible headache. Are you having pain in your head? Experiencing more than one of these symptoms? Time to call 911.
Remember, recognizing these signs and acting fast can save a life. If you or someone you know experiences these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. This message is brought to you by the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Stay informed, stay safe.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. It's been confirmed that Vice President Kamala Harris will be making another visit to Wisconsin during the Democratic National Convention next week. The DNC will be held in Chicago next week between Monday, August 19th and Thursday, August 22nd. Kamala is expected to have a rally at the Pfizer Forum. This will be her 7th visit to Wisconsin this year. Hundreds of thousands of water lines in Wisconsin are at risk of lead contamination. According to the Wisconsin DNR, as many as 229,000 pipes in private lines could contain or collect lead. That's why the state is using funds from the bipartisan infrastructure law to replace affected lines. Although lead pipes are not in immediate danger, Wisconsin DNR Federal Programs Project Manager Olivia Fronmuller says the current solution in place won't work forever.
Your water systems are doing the work that they need to make sure that the lead pipes are not contaminating the water in most places, but it's not a foolproof solution. Basically, if the water corrodes the pipes, that's when there's a problem, so a lot of them are doing corrosion control treatment, which prevents the corrosion.
Governor Tony Evers also announced earlier this week a $4 million grant program to support educational outreach about line lead replacement projects, and most importantly, to remind Wisconsinites that there is no level of lead that is safe for a human to consume. Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin has issued an emergency appeal throughout the state for blood donations due to a dangerously low blood supply. Hospital blood supplies are so dangerously low that some blood types have less than a day's worth available. When supplies reach critical levels, hospitals must divert trauma patients to other centers and cancel procedures like elective surgeries. Versity was 3,500 donations short last month.
60-65% of the population is eligible.
But just 3% of those eligible actually donate blood. Associate Medical Director at Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, Dr. Alcinda Flowers, explains what happens during a shortage.
Any patients that are sent for trauma will be flown to the next trauma center in the region. Elective surgeries will start to be canceled or delayed. In extreme shortages, the hospitals can start splitting units.
Donating blood takes only about 30 minutes.
If you're scared of needles or intimidated or whatever, just think about the person at the hospital receiving your blood.
Jessica Gatzo, WTMJ News.
You can donate blood at one of Versity's 10 locations in Wisconsin today. Visit www.versity.org for more information. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studios at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show today. We got the queen.
Hey, yo.
The advocate, the author, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we had a caller that called in and said that there's a practice in India.
Yes.
That a man can burn his wife or something like that.
Yeah.
Now we've been doing a little clickety clack
because
I didn't know nothing about this. I think it's egregious if this is what's happening. But I think DJ Brother Z got some audio for us. Let's listen.
Large numbers of engaged Indian couples are choosing to hold elaborate wedding ceremonies during the marriage season, which traditionally occurs between October and April. During the wedding ceremonies, couples perform rituals and worship gods to wish them a happy life in future. Famous rituals involve the groom riding in a white horse and having a small dot painted in his forehead by the bride's mother. Colourful sedan chairs, pink-coloured cloth around the hands and lavish dinners are also features. However, these happy scenes belie a darker side connected to the dowry system. If a dowry fails to please a husband or mother-in-law, some brides can even be put to their death. Nearly 8,400 brides were burned to death in 2010, amounting to a bride killed around every 90 minutes of the year, according to data from the National Crime Records Bureau. Although nearly 7,000 such incidents were reported 10 years ago, the number had climbed to over 8,000 by 2007. Indian authorities have passed legislation banning dowries, but the dangerous side of this tradition has yet to be stopped.
Wow.
Oh, hell no.
And they protested for what's going on in Gaza.
Come on.
What is this? Hey, I never heard of nothing like this. I mean, this is just, to me, oh, wow. Because I know some of y'all, a lot of y'all out there want to get y'all partners. Today, we don't promote none of that.
The acid throwing was real, too.
The acid throwing, yeah.
When they was throwing acid on the women. Oh,
wow.
No.
See, now that's where the protests need to be.
Come on.
Hey, I guess, that's horrible. That's terrible.
That is.
That's why I say a lot of people, why don't you just split ways?
You can over there. That's what they're saying.
That's what I'm saying. But it's a lot of people that have a heart. That's why you get the domestic violence going on right
Facts.
here. They don't know how to leave and just walk away.
Yeah.
They got to do something a little extra to leave a little sting. Well, we got something with the acid throwing. Is this about the acid throwing, DJ Brother Z? I guess this is a horrible way to have a marriage, or end a marriage.
Oh.
Now,
I know there was an
don't seem
incident
so
with
bad.
your wife in which you poured acid on her. I was wondering if you could talk to me about how that happened.
लेकिन वो कपड़े इस किस्म के पहन रही थी कि जैसे आप समझ लें कि फैशन या वो बेहुदा किस्म का जिससे इंसान का जिस्म डांपा ना जाए नजर आ रहा हो लेकिन मोहल्ले वाले बिरादरी वाले हर बंदा मुझे आगे वो बेइज्जत कर रहा था कि तुम बगारत हो चुकी हो तुम अपनी वाइफ को मना नहीं कर रहे हो फिर हम ताना नहीं सुन सकते ताना ऐसी चीज होती है कि आदमी या खुशी कर ले अपने आप को मार ले या उसको मार ले
You were just embarrassed.
जी जी
About 160 women a year become victims of acid attacks,
Y'all can watch this live on
disfigured by
YouTube,
their
Truth
husbands
Nation.
or family members for alleged disobedience. These women will often then be shunned because of their scars. With their looks destroyed,
Oh, wow.
they are no longer deemed useful to society, and many end up committing suicide. I was about to come face to face with a man who was admitted to committing one of these assaults. We're in a large public park in Islamabad. I'm about to meet with a man who attacked his wife with acid. I wanted to meet him in an open place where I felt safe, so that's why we're here. My stomach is definitely in knots. I'm trying not to let myself feel angry at him. I really want to know how one gets to the point of doing something like that. I know that he's a taxi driver. I know that he is a free man. He was not charged because there was no evidence, as if the marrings on her face were not enough. I think he's ready for us.
All right, I don't want to hear it. We already know he is despicable.
How come you're covering?
Very
He said
despicable.
because of the way she was dressed.
Elizabeth Brown, the horrible thing about this is
it's deadly. This is slippery slope.
We talk about a lot of DV stuff here in America because people can't handle.
Don't know how to let go.
Separation. Yeah. You know, but here this is on a whole nother level.
It's Tory,
and it's almost a part of the tradition.
Clearly, he got away. I mean,
he's still walking through the park.
It's a whole group of
wow. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, to women. Each group of people, they own thing.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, but that's oh wow.
That's a lot going on right there.
A whole lot. That's
what? Divorce don't seem that bad right now.
Part.
When I see stuff like, hey,
turn them loose.
Just let them go. I mean, and it's a lot of people like just not talking about what's going on over there or not, but I have to deal with a lot of women that call me due to domestics, and people are trying to control lives or saying if you leave me, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z.
Women and men.
And this ain't even got half of this stuff is just relationship.
It's just relationship.
It ain't even marriage.
Correct.
It's happening on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know how to release people and let them go.
And sometimes we don't know how to leave.
And then sometimes people are afraid to leave.
That too.
Because if I leave, I'll be like, why don't you go? Well, I can't because of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. Because again, those people who feel trapped, again, they family members been threatened, or they're not going to be able to see their kids.
Right.
It's a lot that comes along with that.
And then, and I'm not saying no names, but I remember one time I put myself at risk like I always do to get involved, and I got the person out of the situation.
Yeah.
And they got into the domestic shelter. They didn't like the way the domestic shelter was going, so they snuck out in the middle of the night with the kids with the guy and went back over to the place where the abuse was happening. And I didn't know what to do with that. But
I mean, people don't understand, and the hardest part of doing what it is that we do is because when you take these people out of these certain situations and you don't have nowhere to put them.
Right. And that's the hard part, because the places where they're putting them, sometimes is
not
what the mission statement.
Correct.
Hey.
Correct. Absolutely and positively correct. And they're leaving one environment that there is no physical abuse, but now I have to deal with the verbal. I'm dealing with other women that were abused. We haven't had any, counseling. So usually those that are abused, when they're putting in certain spaces with other individuals who've been abused, then it becomes a monarchy of, who going to have the power in this room with me and you. Like if both of us are victims of one thing, you don't know how this person took it. Did they take it? Did they become an abuser so they don't get abused? You understand what I'm saying?
How they how they using the energy, how they using the energy to fix it. Well, I'll say this, I do believe that when we talk about dealing with a lot of these different issues on an individual basis, depending on the maturity level of the person involved, because it's not all one size fit all.
Not at all.
So many times I've helped people and it was a great outcome. They got away, they moved out of state. They went on to a different life. They called me, thank you. It's one person I see now. They hey Tory, they hug me, and it's none don't need to be said.
Correct.
Because they just happy that they were able to get out the situation and turn their life around and go in a different direction.
Correct.
And it's just powerful to see that.
It is.
But also there are situations where people feel like, okay, I don't like what I'm trying to transition into.
Correct.
I'm at least at this place.
I know.
I was, I had a house. I had my own space, even though it was abusive. I had my own for whatever reason, and so you get different types of outcomes.
Right.
That's why I say we need to create a facility that people can actually have a moment to transition.
Yes.
And if they piled on top of each other, that's tough.
It is. It's very tough. And especially when you have children involved. Because like I said, when you're doing that transition, you go from being able to have your own space to you and your kids having to share one bed, one room, or you're in a room with another mother with her children, and
they fighting.
Exactly, because learned behaviors.
And then my card missing.
Exactly.
You know, hey,
that
I'm just saying.
And then you're telling me that I have to be back, you know, at a certain period of time.
And if you miss that time,
come on,
you can't come in.
Come on. I mean,
but
it's a lot.
It is a lot of restrictions. But like I said, that's why I say, like, these are tough things to tackle.
It's a tough time.
And it's not just one idea that can work.
No.
That's why I treat everybody's situation like it's different. It's their own. And that's why I like to listen, so I can find a way to fit the plan and that I'll come up with.
Tailor it.
Yeah, to tailor it
to
toward
what they need.
What's going on. Yeah, facts. Yeah. That's why I spend a lot of time on the phone. You know, you already know.
You already, we know.
Facts.
We know.
Because I'm trying to hear, you know.
Yes.
Black Conscious, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Power to the people.
Salute, King.
Stay black, stay strong, keep moving along. Hey. Love, Queen. Love, King.
How you doing,
so y'all
Black
going
Conscious?
from one end of the spectrum. Man, this conversation is deep. Y'all going from love to domestic violence. And I mean, I would rather for you to stay on love, but at the same time.
We did a 3-hour show on that.
Hey, nope. Y'all need to make that a whole week show. Let's do it like they do Black History Month.
Have it
for a month. But Liz, to what you were saying, you know, those restrictions that those people claim, you know, they would tell themselves the restriction is worse than the abuse, which is a lie.
Yes.
You're not even under that stressful moment, which can be detrimental to your health, your life, as well as your kids' life. But you would rather go back to that because a person gave you some rules about whatever.
You're correct.
I seen it.
But I mean, it's traumatizing at the same time, because again, when you deal with these women, when you deal with these men, you have to understand that certain comfortabilities, because being comfortable is like, as a human, that's what you want. So even if the uncomfortability come with, you know, a lot of the women that I've, you know, dealt with and who go into these spaces and places, again, being in rooms with other women, having to share certain things and doing certain things, they're like, well, I ain't have to put up with all of this over there. Again, these are women who are people who are traumatized,
right?
And they're making moves in instances.
And to know you're speaking the truth, because in my life I have experience, because I have aunts. I have, you know, sisters and stuff like that who went through that. And to what you were saying, Tory, you have, even though you want to jump in and take it, but I have stepped in and fought for some cousins, only for them to take his side when I'm whipping on his ass.
Come on.
Right. And that has
do
happened.
it. Hey, it's real.
That has happened.
Matter of fact, you mess around and get jumped.
No, by both of them.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm like, what? I'm sitting up here helping you, and then, you know, so, you know, but yet still, I still speak up.
Right.
You know,
right.
In cases, but I won't go as far as to jumping on the dude, because now he's got wounds and you want to go tend to his wounds.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing that love would make us do.
Yes. And like you said, both of those sides of the spectrum, that's because they run concurrent. You can love somebody so much that, you know, it'll go to that deep end if you're not careful, you know.
And that is true. That.
And like I said, you know what the old school, hey, Black Country, you know what the old school people say? They say it's a thin line
between love and hate. Hey.
Yeah. So that is the truth. That is the truth. And y'all are on the Truth Radio, 101.7. Peace, y'all. Live like Milwaukee.
All right.
Salute, King.
All right. Look, it's just what it is.
It is.
You know, and like I said, I always try to make it more relatable to what we go through here.
Yeah.
And many times, you know, we look at things from like it's one size fit all.
And it's not.
And it's truly not. No two situations are exactly the same. It may be the idea of what happened may be the same, but the way it happened, the way the things took place, even when you go to court, you know, you can have 3 cases of people stealing, but the different outcomes. You know, depending on how it happened.
Correct. Or the judge that they got.
Right. Oh, the judge that they got. Right. Rob, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. I'm doing well on
blessings, brother Rob.
Salute, King.
Yeah, I've been listening, and You know, the last caller, he made some good points, and Liz, you made some good points too. It's a thin line between love and hate. You know, during the 10-year, me and my ex-wife, we were together for 26 years, but before we got a divorce 3 years ago. But early on, during our relationship, you know, I want to say violence is a reaction from consequences, your actions, you know, and it don't make it excusable, but early on in our relationship, I was stabbed in the head and burned with cigarettes.
By your wife?
It was by my ex-wife, yeah. She stabbed me in the head, drew blood and everything.
And you stayed together
you know?
after that?
We stayed together throughout that.
Okay, yeah, y'all can work it through anything.
Yeah, we worked through it, you know, but then we got a divorce for some other stuff 3 years ago. But because we just know that we were at a point where we needed to break free, but we were toxic from the beginning.
Yeah.
But I was the best thing that happened to her, and she was the best thing that happened to me because she saved me from a path that I was going down, and I gave her a way out of the life that she was in.
Wow.
You know, so with that being said, though, when we were both young, so a lot of times you be in these relationships and marriages, and you be young, you never had love, and you don't know what true love is, and you don't know what to expect because you never was taught.
Right.
So you just go with the first thing off the feeling.
You just flying off the cuff with it.
Yeah. Trauma
sexual or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so violence is a reaction of a consequence in relationships. And you don't know what you may do to trigger a person, you know. And she was in domestic violence from an early age. She was in relationships that were domestic violence from the time she was 14 up until the time that she met me. So she brought some of that out into the relationship that I had because I didn't do that to her.
Well, I'll tell you this. A lot of the old school ideas was you don't love me unless you hit me when it comes to abuse.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what it was with her. When I was being good to her, she didn't know how to accept that unless I was being hostile. So I'm not a hostile person, but, you know, a lot of her triggers sometimes triggered me to put my choke her out. I didn't really hit her, but I choked her and grabbed her and like, hey, shook her a little bit. Hey, don't do this because I'm still a person. But yeah, I was stabbed in the head, man, and burned with cigarettes and everything, you know. But we worked through it, and we best friends now, you know. So you know, we best friends now.
Time heals all things,
and you find power. You find power again when you're growing with somebody, you know, and like he said, you know, 21 years of growing and both of them coming from, you know, toxic beginnings. Usually we bond on the toxicity and the trauma. And as we start to grow, like he said, they separated after 20-some years because they seen that they had grown apart as far as being in love with each other, but we can still have love for each other. And it's best that we go our separate ways right now. That's growth. But it was deadly because there's so many people. When you watch Snapped, you know, that was an instant. And people don't understand the traumas that you go through. Somebody you can meet can say something like, with my violation, I was 30-some years old and I'm hearing about a kid who was violated, and it took me right back to when I was violated. So somebody you love don't even know that you was violated at a certain age, but they'll say something that was said to you when you was at that age of being traumatized, and it'll take you there, and you'll black out, and ain't no telling what you saying, or ain't no telling what you doing, but that it triggered your trauma.
Well, I remember I was watching Color Purple. And Harpo, you told Harpo to beat me.
Hey, Miss Sophia.
You know, because Miss Sophia, Harpo, when she said beat her.
She did say.
And then
because she was being beat.
Right. So that was her advice to Harpo.
And got Harpo beat up.
And poor little Harpo.
Got hopped on.
Poor Harpo. Hey.
Got hopped on.
When we come back, before we go to break.
One call, that's all.
Hey, Truth Nation, now's your chance to be our one call, that's all Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway winner. Hey, that's right. We're going to enter you in to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017, and you'll be entered in to win the $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, caller number 10 at 833-212-1017. And remember, if you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Friday Night Lights officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School championship football. Be sure to tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. as we bring you some of the best gridiron action in the area. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Capital Insurance Agency, Magic Productions, Annex Wealth Management, C.G. Schmidt, Left's Lucky Town, Liberty Engineering, Boyle Fredrickson Intellectual Property Law, and Marquette University High School.
When your child has an asthma attack, it's terrifying. You grab the inhaler as fast as you can. My son Khalil, he can't live without his inhaler. But they're expensive. The big drug companies charge families like ours $600 a month. And you know what they actually cost to make? $5. Just $5. That's why Senator Tammy Baldwin launched an investigation to crack down on those companies. And you know what? Tammy Baldwin got 3 of the biggest drug companies to lower the price of inhalers to no more than $35 a month. Tammy Baldwin, that's big savings for my family and for a lot of families. We're breathing a lot easier. There are politicians who do a lot of talking, but Tammy Baldwin, she delivers.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I'm running for Senate, and I approve this message. I don't work for the drug companies. I work for you. Paid for by Tammy Baldwin for Senate.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know whether it's a new home or a new car. You've worked hard to achieve your dreams, and we work hard to protect them so you can enjoy the utmost peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T. Do you know what that mean, man? I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T. Do you know what that mean? She got her own house. She got her own car.
Truth Nation, Tory Lowe here for Cousin Subs. Are you ready to be treated like VIP? Drop the third-party apps and download the Cousin Subs app for true VIP status. Order your favorite subs and size directly from the Cousin Subs app to reap the awards. You'll get access to exclusive limited time-only products, receive coupons, and special offers, and you'll earn award points, free food, and merchandise. Now that's how you get to the VIP status. Get treated good. Go to the Cousin Subs app. Hey, Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Shout out to Carrie.
Hey, Carrie, winning that. She'll be entered in to win our Gruber Law Offices 5K giveaway.
Yes.
All right, now for official contest rules, go to 1017thetruth.com. Elizabeth Brown, we got Thomas on the lines want to weigh into the conversation today.
Let's do it.
How you doing, Thomas?
Salute.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Blessings,
hey, what's
brother.
up, man?
Salute, King. How you feeling?
All right. When we talking about that domestic violence, you know, it is true that that's a real dynamic, very intricate and complex type of thing going on there. Why a person will stay and leave or come back or feel that they can't get out. Now, I'm going to say back in 2002, 2001, I had a friend named Billy Thompson, and we all worked out at the King Centers. We was like powerlifters, bodybuilders, martial arts. Billy was all into that. And so one time Billy Thompson came up with an ideal. His wife friend had some issues with her boyfriend, and she was scared to go home, and he took her home, and he had came up with an ideal to protect women in domestic violence.
Okay.
Now, it was only like 6 or 7 of us, big brothers, all of us big, dark. And so Billy came up with this idea, and it was called Brothers Against Domestic Violence. And what we used to do is escort the women down to the courthouse and help them fill out a restraining order and stay there with them while they fill it out and escort them home. We used to change locks and put up security cameras.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
I need that right now. I need y'all to come out of retirement. If they ask for it.
Right.
Now, Officer Family Services, they can vouch for you, vouch for us when we were doing that, and also Conrad Petrie at the Sojourner Truth House. We even went to Madison at one time, and back then we didn't know who Lena and them was. We just went up there and we lobbied and went to all of those offices just in a circle and lobbied for about domestic violence for the law. And at that particular time up there was a white guy. His last name was Snyder, and he was trying to get a law passed that if you come beat up my sister, I can come over there and smash you and don't get charged for it. And he was trying to get that. And there were some sisters up there told us to go in there and talk to this fella. It could have been leaning them. We didn't know them. But I knew there were some sisters up there telling me, y'all go in there and talk to him. He's trying to get this law passed. We goes in there and talk with him. He changed his mind, and he ended up buying 2 plane tickets on 2 of the guys that went to Washington, D.C., whoever was the president back in 2001, 2002. So anyway, and also we used to do, too, there, when we hooked up with Arthur Family Services, I think her son was holding these classes for all the batterers that was on probation, and they had to come there and meet part of their probation, right? And that was part of their probation. We had to come there, and we was there, and we had to sit in there with them, with the batterers, and come to find out when we all sitting there together, it was some tension there for a minute, but some of them guys we kind of knew from the gym.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So, it had a little meeting and stuff, and some of the brothers who were saying the reason they went back into the relationship, well, the guy was trying to tell them, don't go back in the relationship, y'all gonna go back to jail. And so some of the brothers were saying, the girl would call them and want them to come over, and it'd just be a booty call. Then all the feelings get back mixed up again. Then you back to square one.
Square one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's usually how it works.
So the other part, when we was at the courthouse, nobody know who we were. So it looked at, people were like, who the hell are these big old guys and all this black? The police didn't know who he was. The judges didn't know who he was. And they got kind of curious because when we was going to the courthouse, the sister was in the middle of us. We had two brothers in the front, two brothers on the side of her, two brothers on the other side.
That's powerful.
Two brothers in the back.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, there was a woman that got stabbed up at the courthouse.
Yep.
Was that around that time?
Yeah, all right. Appreciate it.
Salute, Ken.
All right, Thomas.
Thank y'all for what y'all done.
I was trying to figure out, was that happening
I remember
after that?
Yeah.
Did that
she
go
was
down?
Stabbed at the,
and that was all over the news.
To doing the metal detectors and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
huge.
remember that was huge.
And then I think somebody had got shot too. It was but the woman that got stabbed, she was on her way to get the restraining order.
Correct.
And that I remember as a kid, that was like a lot.
Yeah.
That went through the whole community.
It did. It did. I recall that.
It was that lady situation what happened at the courthouse, and then every time like it got late, they was like, y'all need to be in the house because the ski mask raper outside.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't even know if they ever caught the ski mask raper.
Me either. But we were scared.
Yeah.
I know we were scared.
It was going through the neighborhood.
It sure was.
Heavy.
Yes.
So
sure, I remember that. That's crazy.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you right now, we got to just keep our eyes open. We started this show talking about arranged marriages. Would that help?
But I mean,
then it went into, because love got multiple parts to it.
It's multiple. It's so
It's not just one, like I said, it's not just one size fit all.
It's not.
It's a lot. And people are in different relationship styles, too.
It is.
And that's why I say in 2024, it's not just male and female relationships.
No.
It's multiple ideas. I get called to different relationship, I call it different relationship designs.
Yes.
2 men, 2 women, transgendering somebody, and poly relationships. I get to see it all.
Yeah.
Because it all exists.
Yeah.
And they all have issues when it comes to community. So,
I mean, because when you think about us as a people, anytime we're coming together, like I said, especially in the black community, because we're the most traumatized, the most abused, the most neglected, the most forgot, the most rejected group of people. Anytime you have those experiences of the negative things that have taken place, usually you get with people due to the things that you have in common, whether that be, trauma, trust issues, your ability to be okay when you're not okay, the play along, the get along ideologies, how you meet individuals. And like I said, the majority of adults are walking around traumatized children on the inside. And a lot of times you trigger that temper tantrum of that traumatized child when you get in these relationships. And this is what we're saying, when you put sex into a play and then you find yourself, in this plethora of emotion, now you're connected sexually and
but not mentally,
not spiritually.
Right.
It's all the physicality of it, and then you have to understand that the bedroom is only one room in the house. It's plenty other rooms to the house.
My favorite room is the kitchen.
We know. Garfield.
I love to eat. Hey.
Tory Garfield.
Look, I love lasagna. But look, when we come back, we got some callers on the lines. We got some chat. We got some talk to text. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you passionate about helping your community? Join us. Milwaukee County Aging and Disability Services is hosting a hiring event on Wednesday, August 21st from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Zufari Conference Center. We're recruiting for supervisors, staff, and more. Come meet our team and learn how you can make a difference. On-the-spot applications and interviews available. Mark your calendars for Wednesday, August 21st, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Zufari Conference Center located at 9715 West Blue Mound Road. We can't wait to see you there.
If you are an African American or Hispanic adult with type 2 diabetes, the University of Wisconsin needs your help to participate in Enrich, a diabetes research study which may involve working with a pharmacist and or a community health worker. Most discussions will be held over the phone. All participants will receive compensation. For more information, call Delicia now at 414-550-1016. That's 414-550-1016 and ask Delicia about Enrich.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Denise Thomas with her truth.
How many times have you said to yourself, I do not have enough time? I feel as though there's not enough time in the day. You're not alone. One of the things I've realized is part of why I never have enough time is because I was wasting it arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding me. Make the decision on whether or not you want to continue waking up and pouring into people with debates, with arguments, with explanations that, again, are committed to misunderstanding you, committed to not respecting your ideas or understanding why you are who you are. So for me, as I continue to thrive every day, as someone who takes pride in continuous improvement, I am no longer arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding me or wanting to reject my thoughts and my ideas. I find it interesting that usually those people who are committed because they recognize the greatness that exists in you, that exists in me. So again, part of saving your time and getting that time back is not arguing, debating, or explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. However, you should believe in yourself and your abilities because that is your superpower. The power to winning and staying focused on winning is not focusing on those setbacks or even those individuals that are attempting to prevent you. But the power to win lies within you, waiting to be unleashed through dedication and effort. Keep winning. You got this.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. World-famous singer Usher became an R&B star at a very young age. And now, through his nonprofit foundation, Usher's New Look, or UNL, he's looking to help more young people get a new look at what's possible for their lives. The foundation has a few unique programs targeting young people from underserved communities in their teens. Carisha Moore is UNL Foundation's president and CEO, and she talked about one of their after-school programs for high schoolers and mentioned four main pillars that program seeks to instill.
Talent, education, career, and service. We believe those four pillars help to develop global passion-driven leaders. And then once those students graduate high school, which we have 100% high school graduation rate for students who participate, they go on to post-secondary, and we support them with transition into adulthood.
UNL has helped more than 55,000 young people around the world, many of them from underserved communities. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Sneim. After losing 3 straight games, the Milwaukee Brewers finally got a bounce-back win against the Dodgers last night thanks to some timely hitting from their rookie.
Phillips steals. Line drive, shallow right, sinking fast, base hit. Betts drops the baseball. Here comes Ortiz. The Brewers have the lead.
Jackson Chourio with the RBI in the 7th inning last night, and with that victory and the Cardinals loss, the Brewers lead in the NL Central now sits at 8.5 games. Over to the NFL, where the Green Bay Packers are hitting the road today out to the Mile High City. The team will join the Broncos in Denver for a joint practice on Friday ahead of their preseason matchup on Sunday. Head coach Matt LaFleur saying the team won't do a lot of one-on-ones in order to avoid those in-camp fights.
I think a lot of times that's where it starts to get escalated and a lot of trash talk.
This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Look, once upon a time, and I heard that I was ugly. Came from a chick who wanna touch. I said my face.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Ayo.
Hey, question of the day, I guess, should we be arranging ideas for people to get married? Mm-hmm. It may help out. I'm not talking about like nobody else. You got to add your own sauce to it.
Yeah.
But at least you got familiarity with what's going on.
Correct.
And I don't know about all that other stuff because
it's everywhere.
Treacherous.
Yeah.
But who do we got on the lines, DJ Brother Z? Shakaya, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
How you doing, Shakaya?
I'm doing pretty good, but don't laugh. I was just calling to find out two things. I was calling to find out, am I calling number 10 for the $5,000?
Hey, we already got the winner. Carrie won.
Carrie
she'll be entered in to win the money.
It's other chances.
It's other chances. You gotta open up your ears, okay?
Stay tapped.
All right. Well, on that topic for today too, I wonder if this is actually true that once they get married, they get a house or money.
The dowry. It is an exchange of finances too
for the families.
Yeah, because it's an arrangement. So everybody, they have something to where they can set them up. Yeah, I mean it's a whole thing that go with it. Mm-hmm. In America, the dad's supposed to pay for the wedding.
Right.
Well, that's what they say. I don't know where the rumor came from. Because it didn't happen for me like that.
It was given to us like that.
Right.
My mother and father got married at home, so.
Hey, that's the best way.
It all depends on who has the money, I guess.
I guess, facts.
Hey, look, Method Man said the key to him and his wife was kept keeping everybody out their business.
Hey, that works too. Salute, Queen.
Hey, I appreciate you for calling in, Shakaya. And then, I always tell people, I got friends that's outside, of my community that don't look like me.
Right.
It seems like they have their traditions and cultures intact because when we came and through the slavery idea, they erased our traditions and history. Whether we from America or wherever we from,
correct.
They erased the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
they gave us.
So now we had to create what I feel people call as pop culture. Because Michael Jackson was the king of pop.
Right.
They tried to make Justin Timberlake the king of pop.
Take it easy.
They tried. Timberland tried. Okay.
Epic fail.
Right. Okay. But what I'm saying is, always the king of pop is a black person.
Facts.
But Mike created that megastar king of pop idea, and we feed into entertaining ideas because we add a lot to that. Rock and roll, a lot of the music, everything entertainment, black people have founded a lot of those ideas. Now, people
in our worst times.
Yeah, and people have taken it and started to do whatever they want with it and
but
turn
the foundation
it. But
is
the
ours.
Foundational ideas, we created that.
We are the creators
That's
of it.
our creation.
Correct.
So that's why I say that's why they always send entertainers and things our way. Because a lot of the flavor in America, like a lot of the inventions and a lot of the more popular ideas came from the foundational blacks in America.
Correct.
So we didn't have tradition and culture, but we invented, we created, we built.
So we truly did, and it was stolen.
And they stole every last bit
and
of
then they misled us to believe that we wasn't the creators.
Right.
And in reality, now in 2024, we're understanding that nothing exists without our creativity because we are the creators of what anybody is enjoying right now.
Facts.
And the sad reality of that period of time that we were in slavery was the worst times for us, but we created the best things for everybody else to enjoy.
And we and everything we created benefited everybody else.
You're damn
and that's
right.
why we don't have to apologize for being who we are. And I think a lot of people walk y'all don't have to walk on eggshells.
Not at all.
You feel like that because you think you got to be lesser than who you are to fit in, but then when you don't get the respect, that's because you lessened who you were. And I'm not talking about no drama
Bending.
or all that extra hood stuff that I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your authenticity.
Yes, of who you are.
I'm talking about what drives you to create
and your ability to be.
And then we also, even now, we have to learn how to protect what we create.
Period. And not allow everybody to.
And we may not own no land.
Come on.
We may not own no buildings, but our intellectual property is worth a lot of money.
Yes.
And we don't think that our intellectual property is worth anything. So we freely tell our ideas. We freely express
And they
ourselves.
steal it.
And that's how they get the information.
That's where the patent comes
That's where they start patenting. You be like, man, I said that. And dude, I told dude this.
Yeah.
And now
algorithm.
They didn't went out and did it, you know.
And got paid for it.
Because they had maybe had the financial ideas, but we had the imagination and the creativity, because only most of the creativity come out of people who are in poor condition.
Facts.
Who have to think outside the box to create. So a lot of people stick around people. That's why they keep us in a box. Because when they make you poor, then they bring you in the room.
Correct.
Since you have to figure it out and go around what they're doing, you got the idea for the future.
The muscles that you have. When we think about the black community, everybody owns something in our community but us. You damn right. That's exactly how it's set up.
Yeah.
And the sad reality of it is that we continue to believe that everybody else is doing greater than us when we're the creators of their greatness.
Matter of fact, they have these brainstorming meetings.
Come on. Get our ideas.
Just so you think that, oh, I'm finna go to this meeting.
Come on.
And I'm gonna tell them, you know, I'm gonna brainstorm. Why you think they call it the brainstorming meeting?
Because they coming to pick your brain.
They finna pick your brain. They coming to the hood. And the brainstorming meeting be right in the hood. Now when it
in the basement
now
of the
when
church.
it's a financial idea, they don't do that in the hood.
not at
That's
all.
way off to the side.
Facts.
But when they want, oh, we finna have a thing about community, we need to do some brainstorming. Y'all, anybody, y'all can come, because they know y'all living in the
give us
stressful
your ideas.
They know that you living in the stressful ideas. So if you don't got a stove and you still cook the whole meal, how did you do that?
That part.
That's a genius idea, and we gonna listen to how you did that, and we gonna create something.
We gonna patent it.
Facts. So we're finding out ways to get around our conditions. Come on. They're taking those ideas and making everybody else's life better.
Facts.
Hey, that's why they stick around. That's why your ideas are valuable.
Yeah, very valuable. And when you understand how valuable they are, you're gonna learn how to keep them.
Yeah. Facts. Hey, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I guess I'm going to get your final thoughts.
Say less.
The show is already
it's
coming
over,
to an
right?
end.
It went fast, right?
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's your girl Melanie Ricks, and I want you to join the Truth Team and me at our free and open to the public second annual Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Riverside University High School. Tory Lowe and I will be broadcasting live, and you don't want to miss out on all the fun. The Truth Family Fest is presented by Associated Bank, Your Money Works Here, and sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, UW-Milwaukee, Gruber Law Offices, Erie Insurance, American Family Insurance, Outreach Community Health Centers, Greater Milwaukee Urban League, Ascension, Wisconsin, and MATC.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have two really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
1017 The Truth Sherwin Hughes for Axe Housing. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. If you work with Axe Housing, you'll average around $800 a month. No matter what barriers you think you are facing, Axe Housing will have a coach on staff that can assist you today. You can get started on a virtual home buying orientation by going to axhousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. And you can be well on your way to becoming a homeowner. Do not let where you are financially today get in the way of your bright future. Axe coaches are here to help. That's axhousing.org.
At Community Life Skills Center and Counseling Services, they believe everyone deserves access to support, regardless of insurance status. Whether you're seeking guidance in spiritual matters, battling substance abuse, or overcoming trauma, they offer a safe space to heal. From family counseling to navigating grief, domestic violence to fostering healthy relationships, their diverse services cater to your needs. But they're more than just counselors. They're educators too. So reach out to them at 414-226-5604. Your breakthrough is just around the corner.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I turn shorty up, sipping on that 1942. I got my 42. Oh, you got your 42. I got 40 of them.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Elizabeth Brown in studio. Elizabeth Brown, we at the end of another powerful conversation.
Man, time flies when you're having fun, you know? Hey, look here. Powerful topics, powerful conversations. Again, real talk, real people in real time. Truth Nation, again, we are a great people all together. You know, the reality of what's going on. We got to have these real life conversations because we have to learn how to navigate. We have to understand that every day we can change for the better. We can start to decipher where we went wrong in certain things, and we can make those adjustments. In reality, when it comes to, you know, love, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to, you know, trauma and the difficulties that come along with us as individuals, I think it's a pivotal time that we have in these conversations because we can talk about it. Right. You know, not being okay, being the example for our children so they know how to decipher and they know what they're seeing when they're looking at it because we're having a real life conversation. So, hey, ain't no better time than the present. I'm here for it.
Hey. All right. Well, look, I appreciate you for being on the front lines as usual, Queens. Hey. And we got a lot of work to do.
Let's get it.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory Lowe from 104. Let's get it. All right, Queen.
Salute, King.
All right, Truth Nation. Hey, look, another powerful conversation. I hope y'all had y'all pen and pad now. Sometimes, you know, you got to go do your little research. But the thing is, what we got to do is take the information and implement it.
Yes.
And it ain't about a competition. It's about being on the mission.
The mission.
Stop competing with the people you working with and build each other up and compete with those outside of your group.
That's
outside
competing with you.
That's competing with you.
Come on.
All right? I said what I had to say.
Hey, we love you.
Hey, look, I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
If I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on they desk. Unaffected by they threats. Then get busy on they. That's how that shit tell me, man. That's how my daddy raised.